Yo, what's up? This in the streets with Keys back with another live. Yo, what's up, fam? Yo, I got a special episode today. Got a good brother in the building today, Philly Dom. I wanted to get this interview for a while. Just wanted to pick the brain of other creators, talk other travelers, more importantly, other brothers just doing the same thing that I'm doing or want to do that I think is dope. So tonight is gonna be a good show. Shout out to the people in the building already. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all also go over and if y'all not subscribed to Philly Dom already, make sure y'all subscribe to him. Let me put his link in the chat. He's already backstage. Let me this link in the chat real quick first. What's up to the chat? Shout out to the people in the building. 22 people in the building. 10 likes so far. Shiny, we in the building. Western Union, Poppy, Vice President, Kissing Crew, Board of Director in the building. What's up, Shiny? Appreciate you always coming through. Tim Howard, what up? What up? Big Super, shout out to the homie. Let's start the show, Keys. Yo, we get into it. Shout out. I'll be right back. Yo, crazy. Amari, the number one moderator out there. I appreciate you, Amari, for always holding the chat down. Gary Mack, what up, Keys and Chad? What up? Mr. Flip Flop, shout out to you in the building. Like I said, this next guest, Philly Dom, has been doing it since late 2018, been doing it for a couple years, has amassed close to 14 million views. Crazy. I can't even imagine that as of right now for my channel. But yeah, shout out to him. He's been grinding, he's been working. Yeah. Let's do it. Yo, what up, Philly Dom?
What's good, man? How's it going?
And everything is great. How's everything going with you?
Just relaxing in Brazil, Fortaleza, Brazil to be exact. Just sitting back and relaxing, man, enjoying the vibes, enjoying the people, enjoying the food, definitely enjoying the weather.
Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. How long have you been in Brazil? How long has this been?
Like almost 3 months, maybe 2 or 3 days shy of 3 months.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you stopping through the channel. I definitely appreciate you stopping through the channel. You know, as always, I try to conduct a good interview. You know what I mean? If something's off limits, just let me know, or something you don't want to speak on right at that time. Hey, like I said, hey, always. So first, let's talk about the YouTube world. How do you feel like it's going right now? Like the YouTube space for you personally, and just for Black creators and all.
It's going all right, but I would say it's for Black creators, man. I don't know. We don't get the push like other content creators. You know, I'm not going to name up any particular race of people or anything like that, but we don't get this the same push. And far as I can speak for my channel, far as last year, my channel was doing a lot better, and it's not doing as good as it did last year. I know YouTube tweaked a couple things, and they always constantly tweaking and changing things around, but I'm not getting like the same views. I don't know, it's because I'm in a new country. I'm in Brazil, but this was happening when I was in El Salvador, Central America. The views wasn't as strong, but maybe it could be just the countries I am. Maybe it could be my content. Maybe, but you got to ride the wave with YouTube. It's an up and down slope, so you got to ride the wave. Some country, I know if I went to the Dominican Republic, I'll get a lot of views. I know if I go to Haiti, but I don't want to be one of them type of YouTubers just to be, stationary in one place. I want to move around. Yeah.
So, how do you typically pick the places that you decide to like go and record? Like, what's the hierarchy? Is it places you want to go already? Is it a mix of places you think could work YouTube wise? Is it lifestyle? Like what's your thought process when it comes to like picking places to travel to and to be a YouTuber in?
Well, the reason why I picked Brazil, because a lot of YouTubers go here, and it's a lot of ground to cover. And I did notice that a lot of YouTubers was coming here and they all go to Rio de Janeiro.
Are you breaking up a little bit?
Rio, in the States, a big country like in the States. So I knew a lot of ground to cover. So is it back? Is it? This happens too sometimes when you're on the road with the Wi-Fi. Let me double check. I'm good. I'm good.
Yep. You're good. You're good.
Checking on my end too. Okay. I picked Brazil, like I said before, because there's a lot of ground to cover here, and a lot of the YouTubers that I know were all going to like the Rio area, and they concentrate that. Well, Brazil is a big country, so I did mine a little different. So I picked Brazil just because it was big. I picked Haiti because I have family there. I picked the Dominican Republic because it's right next to Haiti. You hear a lot of good things about the Dominican Republic. I picked Mexico because I actually lived there for a little bit in Mexico, in the Tijuana, Mexico area. I lived there. I picked. There's no really set plan to it. I just picked the countries. I just picked the countries that I'm close to or where I'm at. Like I was in Brazil. I was in Belize. I have a son in Belize, so I was like, that's a good place for me to do content because I have family there. So that's why I picked Belize. I probably would have never picked Belize if my son wasn't there.
Okay. All right. So, so just to give people a backstory, quickly, you had met Ayamawa. He kind of convinced you to start your YouTube channel. You started your YouTube journey. You started it while you were living in Tijuana, correct? Oh no, you started in Alaska and then went to
Tijuana. Well, I'm gonna say because that's where I met my way. I did the first one, some videos in Tijuana or in Mexico, and then my way helped me set up the channel. So when he left, I still did a couple videos there, and then I went back to Alaska, and that's when I started. I did a lot of videos in Alaska. I worked in the seafood industry. I didn't know what to do. As a matter of fact, I called mine. Was like, I don't even know what to do. You know, we own boats, we own land plants, we working. It's cold. Like he was like, just interview people, practice your skills, practice your craft, build it up. Just interview people. And there, people were pretty bored when they're not working, so they was more than happy to do interviews. So I did a lot of interviews. I walked around, you know, wherever I was working. I was in Cordova, Alaska at the time. And that's how I started building the channel. And it's crazy, man. I work in mysterious ways. The content in Alaska to this day, I can't make this up. To this day, almost every day, somebody calls me and asks me about a job in Alaska. And I thought that content I didn't think nobody cared about that content. But to this day, I'm here in Brazil every other day on my Instagram or a comment. How can I work in Alaska? How can I get a job on a fishing boat? How can I get a job on a vessel? How can I get a job on a land plant? So that's how it all started for me.
Yeah, I actually noticed that sometimes it's the small things that you think people wouldn't notice that they gravitate to that you didn't kind of expect. And the same thing goes for being a YouTuber. A lot of the YouTubers that I know ended up being convinced by somebody else that like you should do it. You know what I mean? I was kind of talked to about it for years. Like, yo, you should try it. And a lot of times, like, you don't even know what you're missing by not doing it. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't even in your thought. Like I traveled a lot of places without ever thinking about being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? So it's just wild to think that. So it is. Appreciate you, Backpack Val. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Give a clap for Keys hitting 7,000 subs. I think I'm like 2 away, but it's very, very close. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the subscribers. We're still on the road trying to get it. So is San Diego still your favorite city?
Yes, San Diego is still my favorite city. Yes, gotcha. Indeed. I like the weather, I like the food. It's just a chill vibe there. It's a really chill vibe. I spent some time in LA. I actually lived in LA for a while too, but San Diego, yeah, that's my heart. When I'm in the States, that's where I want to be at.
Yeah, I often tell people that I like San Diego. That's one of my favorite cities. I've traveled there a racket time, especially going in and out of Tijuana, going to LA, going to San Francisco, going to Vegas. I feel like San Diego is a very good little spot. It has my favorite ice cream place there called Afters.
Oh,
I like
afters. Okay.
Afters right there, the little parking lot, cinnamon toast crunch ice cream and shit like that. I love it. That's my. I wish they had one over here. But yeah, I've done the trolley down to the border, San Wazadro, however you say it. I've done the drive from LA there. I've never drove inside Tijuana. Always parked at that little lot right before the border and then walk across. But San Diego's definitely one of my favorites. Talk about your time. Were you ever nervous when you lived in Tijuana?
Yeah, in the beginning, you hear stories and different things like that. You know, I grew up in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a rough city, but Tijuana, you hear a lot of stories. You hear about the drugs, you hear about the cartels and stuff. So you, in the beginning, you scared, but once you know where to go, where not to go, how to operate in a place, then I felt a lot better. But I mean, yeah, moved there and I was hanging out there a lot. I was nervous, but it's like any other place in the world. Once you learn, you know where to go. Like I said, you know where to go, where not to go. You don't have no problem.
What's your favorite
It's a
club
cool little
down
place,
there?
man. It gets
What's your favorite club down there in Tijuana? If you don't mind us asking.
Oh man, you know we go to Hong Kong, Annalita's.
Hong Kong, there you go.
Annalita's cool. Yeah, I mean, I go to the regular clubs there too. That's some strip clubs right there. But you got man, it's Tijuana is wide open. Tijuana is wide open, man. They have I can't even think of the club no more. I ain't been in a while. It's the club that I used to go on Revolution. That was real Las Pugas. You ever heard of Pugas? Las Pugas?
Nah, I never heard of that one. I don't think. I'm typically a Hong Kong. I'm typically a Hong Kong, Adeletas, Chicago club type of guy. But again, you know, I'm crossing the border and crossing back, so I'm not spending a whole lot of time there. So some stuff you're just gonna miss out on. Some stuff you're gonna miss out on for sure, for sure.
We did Papa's and Bear and all that, man. Papa's and Bear. There's another little spot in Rosarito called Papa's and Bear. That's a good place to check too.
How did you initially
get a lot of artists?
How did you initially decide to move out of Philly? Like I've never lived anywhere outside of my general area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. How did you initially decide? Was it just work that took you to Alaska and you decided, you know what, I can live other places now that I've done this?
No. I went to school. I went to a university there in Pennsylvania, state school called Shippensburg University for 4 years. And then my mom had passed away. It's sort of like a Rudy story. It's like, you ever see the movie Rudy?
Of course.
It's like a Rudy story. So yeah, my mom had passed away like in my senior year there. And I was like all depressed and everything. And I just needed to change scenery. I had a cousin living in Florida, in West Palm Beach, Florida. So like after the funeral, I made my way to Florida with him. And ended up going to another university there. And then from there, after I completed that and everything, I started working for a company called Walgreens. Walgreens, a drugstore chain.
Yeah, we got one of those up here.
Once again, you got them, you have them. Yeah. Once again, I didn't think I was going to excel in it. I just took the job. I needed a job after college. I was like, let me work for Walgreens. So I became a manager. I excelled at it. I kept getting promoted. One day they was like, do you want to work? We'll send you out to the West Coast to LA because we're building up some stores there and we need managers that know what's going on. And they ended up sending me to California, Los Angeles. And I stayed there for a couple months and they brought me back to Miami. They asked me if I wanted to go there permanently. I said, heck yeah. And they told me to raise, you know, how much money they was going to give me and different things like that. And I ended up moving to Los Angeles. And that's how I got to the West Coast.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely wish that I was like, I guess, live somewhere that was warm all the time, like being on the West for sure. I know we have our own charm, and family keeps me here for the most part. But I definitely wouldn't mind being in San Diego or LA. I think LA and California probably had the most beautiful women in the United States for sure.
I'm gonna say Miami.
You
I'm gonna
gonna say
say Miami.
Miami?
Yeah, but LA, no, LA is for ridiculous. LA is ridiculous. You ain't lying. LA is ridiculous, but in between LA and Miami, but I guess you're right, LA, because it's more. This is a bigger population, so you got more to work with.
That's for sure. I feel like even like the women who work at like a fast food place in like LA, you'd be like, God damn, like yo, a dude who live in Kentucky gonna take you home and like would pay all the bills, and you would never have to work fast food again. But it's just I don't know. Some people say it's because movie stars and everybody who want to be in the industry go there and it doesn't work, so they become regular people. So I don't know if that's what it is, but I feel like when I'm in California, it's like the most beautiful women. That's how I feel. You froze or you still there? Hold on.
No, no, I'm
Okay,
still
okay.
there. I'm still there. I don't know why it's freezing. Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, it was perfect earlier, but yep, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. And you was asking about LA, so that's how I got to LA. I worked for Walgreens for a while. I just got tired of doing that because I had that. The travel bug was always there. So I stopped working for Walgreens. So I started doing like odd and end jobs. And now I'm about to give you exclusive because I ain't never, ever said this on nobody's YouTube channel. People know, but I've never said it on a YouTube channel. Yeah. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, did something stupid, got in trouble, got locked up out there in Los Angeles, California. Not even Los Angeles, it was Ventura County. It's right above Los Angeles, California. A small bit. It was nothing big, but I know better. I did something stupid. When I got out, I was worried. I was like, what I'm going to do for work? Because now I can't work for Walgreens. You got a record. You can't work for Walgreens. You know what I mean? I'm used to working like corporate jobs and stuff like that. So I'm like, what I'm going to do for work? A friend of mine, the lawyer friend that helped me with my situation, to get me out of my situation, he said, have you ever thought about going to Alaska to work? Because I heard people telling me this, that you can make money. You see it on TV. I'm not on TV, but you see it on like, on the internet. They have these little commercials and stuff, or these little ads. Back then it was to be different ads on the internet. So I ended up a leap of faith. I was like, let me go up there. Let me start working in Alaska. Put a couple applications in. They called me back. Told them everything, the situation. Within a month or two, they flew me up there, and it was history after that. I started working there in 2016. 2016 was my first season. 2017, 2018. 2018 is when I saw Iowa. Like, I'm just, on my downtime watching YouTube videos. I left him a comment. I used to comment on his videos. He had his Facebook, his Instagram, whatever. I was like, left messages. He would go back and forth with me, and we built like a little friendship. And then he was saying something about, he used to always say in his little videos that he wanted to go to Mexico. Tijuana, he was scared. I was like, oh, I got a place down there. I'm always in that San Diego, Tijuana area. When I'm done with the season, you can meet me up there. So he told me like, well, I'm gonna be in Colombia. I'm gonna make my way to Mexico, to Cancun, and then I'll try to time it when you're in Tijuana. And timed it. I picked him up from the airport. He was like, he wants to do a whole bunch of videos. And I like you said, I never had the idea, nothing. I wasn't even thinking. I was happy with just working in Alaska for like 5-6 months, and when I'm not working, traveling. Gotcha. And then I was like, I was just hanging out with him. Being his cameraman, whatever he wanted me to do, cracking joke, hollering at chicks with him, like, regular, stuff we do.
Right. I remember when those videos popped up. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I remember when those videos popped up, and I think and then after that section, you would end up going back and like doing a tour of Zona Norte. I remember after that when he was gone. And I was like, yo, he got the camera out. I said, oh man, like this is gonna be interesting. So I do remember that, which is crazy, but that's a testament to just being good people, and just like you reach out and then somehow it comes back around full circle where now you're doing what you want to do and you wanted to help him out. I think that's a testament to how it should be.
Yeah, man. So I just started doing it, and he already when he came to Tijuana, he noticed that I knew everybody. I'm like, yeah, I'm back and forth. I always had a place down there, even if I wasn't there. I had a house down there. I had a house down there for a year. My son was born in Mexico. Like, that's how deep I was into Mexico. Like, so even when I wasn't there, if I went to the East Coast or I went up, California, to like LA or whatever, and I stayed up there for a couple of weeks, I always had the place there in Mexico. And I just started doing the videos, and he was like, yo, you're the king of Tijuana. He was like, yo, you could take this show on the road. And I'm telling him, like, countries I've been to and places I did. I'm like you. Like you said, you did a lot of traveling, but you just never documented it. You never thought. You were just like, I'm going to go to Colombia, or I'm going to go to Dominican Republic, or Europe, Amsterdam, wherever you went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, man, and he sat down with me. And then one day after we was recording, he said, yo, I'm going to open up a YouTube channel. You're going to do YouTube. And I'm like looking at him like, what are you talking about? He like, yo, you're going to be all right. He said, you have a good personality for this. You like hanging out. You like partying. You like being in front of the camera. You're not scared. And then he helped me open the channel, and that was it.
Shout out to him. And shout out to Nick Weber. Shout out to Live Real Talk. Appreciate the super chat 100%. East Atlantic Keys. Yo, Flyboy Way. Shout out to you. What up?
Flyboy. Nick.
What's up with it, Keys? Yo, what's up? Ransom, Philly Dom. Shout out to all the people. Big Cuzzo, DSC, Sunday Night Smoke, Scorn, everybody who jumped in the chat. Yeah, definitely make sure you go subscribe to Philly Dom. So I tell people all the time that in Tijuana that there's a lot of beautiful women in Mexico. I think Mexico is kind of slept on when it comes to beauty. When you hear people talk, it's always the Colombians, and they like kind of overlook Mexico, and it's like
it's underrated. But they know they got some supermodels in Mexico. Even at Tijuana, man, that's like everybody come up there to make money. So yeah,
chicks
in Mexico, yeah, they pretty.
Facts. I tell people like, yo, I know what you seen on YouTube, but the stuff you don't see on YouTube as far as Tijuana, because it's hard to be documented. It's some supermodels there for sure.
Yeah, man, because Tijuana is a border town, and they wherever they at in Mexico, they come up there because they can make US dollars. Tijuana is one of them towns you can pay them with US dollars, or you can pay them with Mexican pesos. Now, when you start leaving out of Tijuana, you get further down, they don't take US dollars. You got to transfer your money over unless you like in Cancun. Cancun has US ATM machines, but so it's a lot of poor places right by Tijuana. So all the people come up there, even people from Mexico City, which is a developed city, Guadalajara, they all come up there to work. Guys and girls, taxi drivers, Uber drivers, strippers, business owners, drug dealers, everything. Everybody come up there to work and do something. Yeah, that's where the money's at. It's a money town.
Yeah, I definitely want to explore more Tijuana one day. I typically, like I said, go to the clubs, go to the water park up there. I can't think of the name of it right now, the water park, and just kind of chill and hang out and then cross back over. But I definitely want to explore. I know it's more to explore, but they got a lot of stuff going on over there at Tijuana. But to switch gears, what would you say the difference between, how would you describe your YouTube channel style?
That's a good question, man. I would say my YouTube channel style, I'm like raw and real. I don't really. If I had to say somebody, we talked about this earlier. If I had this, like a Kirk, what is it? Kirk Cast, or a Check in Effect. We're like similar styles. Bank and what is it?
Bald and Bankrupt. Yeah, just so for the people that aren't as familiar with those YouTubers, it's more of a raw style, minimal editing. It's basically what you see is what you get on a typical day when you're walking around these places. So sometimes as creators, some creators, including myself, you clip a lot of different things and a place may seem a lot more fun sometimes, or it may seem like it's exactly what it is, but more the raw, unfiltered is, hey, this is a Tuesday, and I'm walking around. This is probably exactly what you would see on a normal day. So I always say, like, you definitely should check out both styles so you can see what it could be, and also what it really is on a normal day is a very raw and unfiltered style.
Yeah, because you have some YouTubers, they do a lot of not pre-editing, but pre-planning on how they're gonna do it and this and that. I might drink a beer and just open the camera and start recording. I did a video. I can give you guys an example. I did a video. I'm staying at a hostel right now in Brazil, and I did a video with these Brazilian girls from Salvador Bahia. Everybody got to go to Salvador Bahia, but I got to keep my mouth shut about that. Salvador Bahia, and they were here, and we went out, and I know they spoke English. I could have easily interviewed them before we start drinking and partying. I waited till we partied a little bit and everybody was loose and open. Bam, put the camera right on them. It was all raw. It was nothing. She didn't know I was going to record her. She didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just picked the time, and that video is growing. It's like the views are going and going and going and going and going. And there was no planning for that. And I got another video I did like that. No planning, and the video is doing good. My number one video, the video in Haiti, my number one video from Cap Haitian, raw, just drinking, hanging out, boom, I'm gonna start recording. It's almost at 1 million views. So it worked for some.
Yeah, that's a lot of views. Shout out to all the people in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. Yes, 1 million views. That's a lot of views. When you start thinking about when was it? At what point did you know that something was different as far as your YouTube goes, as far as how you had to move because people noticed you more? What point was that?
Shout out to Alpha Male. He ain't there in the chat. I see him, my boy, 100 grand. I knew when I hit the when I was on the island, after I was in Haiti for like 5 or 6 months, and I went to the Dominican Republic right after that, everybody knew who I was. I was like, hold up, I might have something with this YouTube. Before I would go anywhere, nobody would know who I was. And then after I did that 2020 of when it was when we had the pandemic. After I left there and I went to Dominican Republic, everybody knew who I was. And then I would go to Mexico and other places, and people would know. I would be in El Salvador and Belize. They're like, yeah, Philly Don, we seen your videos in Haiti. I'm like, in the Dominican Republic, like, wow. That's when I knew I had something.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And talk about how you felt about like, so I know sometimes like now as a newer channel, you get a lot of love, but do you also get some hate, and like you kind of like you got to be more watchful at that point. Talk about how you navigate the love and the hate through people knowing you a lot more.
I mean, for most part, I ain't gonna lie. The people that you see that run up on you, they always show you love. I ain't never met a hater in person. I'm waiting. I want to meet a hater in person. I want them to talk trash to me in my face. They never do it. You only get love. So they internet gangsters. They just type on the internet, say what they gotta say, talk trash about you, say bad stuff about you. But I've never, like in my face, I've never had a hater come in my face and say, yo, I hate your videos and this, and this. So it's fake. They all on the internet. I'm waiting for that day for one of them to come to my face. I want them to come to my face so we can talk it out.
Well, knock on wood. Be careful what you obviously. But I mean, I can 100% agree. So right now you're in Brazil. How did you resist the urge to not go to Rio first?
Because all the other content creators go there, especially. And I don't want to sound like a hater. But with a lot of the black YouTubers, not all of us, but a lot of us, because you got somebody like Checking Effect right now. He's in Africa, but he's in Northern Africa. He's in Morocco. None of us been to Morocco. So he went to Italy, and none of us really been to Italy or doing nothing like that. So he's hitting different places. But most of us, even I'm guilty of it because I'm in Brazil right now, we all hit the same place. So when I knew I was coming to Brazil, I was like, I'm not going to go to Rio first because that's where everybody goes. You know how many people that call me up? Go to Rio, Philly. Go to Rio. If you want your views to go up, you got to go to Rio. The only place they care about in Brazil is Rio de Janeiro. Go to Rio. I like it's a big ass country. I need to explore the country. I'll go to Rio. Rio ain't gonna move. It's not gonna fall off the map. It's gonna be there next month when I get there, or a couple weeks. If I think about going next week, it'll still be there. I wanted to check out some of the other places. That's why I've been to places like Salvador Bahia, over 4 million black people. That's the blackest city in Brazil.
Yeah.
Been to Recife. Been to I'm in Fortaleza right now. I'm seeing different places that usually most of us don't go. I know Barber World TV he's been to Fortaleza because I seen videos. He pops up in the feed. But most of us, most of the black YouTubers, we're like almost like it's like a fad. We all go to the same places. We're scared to take a chance and go places. I'm in Brazil. Not Brazil, Belize. None of the black YouTubers go to Belize. El Salvador. Me and another Haitian YouTuber are the only two black YouTubers that go to El Salvador on a regular.
Yeah.
We just don't do it. We just don't do it.
I think it's extreme. I think like the way I think about it per se is I think it's the dopest, and I'm trying to navigate this going to the common places, but also going somewhere different. I think it's extremely dope when I go somewhere that I think people are gonna go and they use the tips or they experience the same thing that I've been to. You know what I mean? Like I think some places you can film, and chances are most people aren't going to go there. So I think I'm trying to figure out how to navigate around that. You know, going places that you think people are actually going to go and showing that, and actually doing something different that they wouldn't expect. You know what I mean?
You can mix it. You can mix it. I
Yeah.
mean, you can mix it up a little bit.
I'm
gonna still go to Rio. I'm gonna still go to Rio, but Brazil is more than just Rio.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I didn't know this fact until you said it that the most black people outside of Africa are in Brazil.
Yeah,
Which is crazy. It's a crazy statistic. I never had heard that before. So shout out to you. I never heard that before. I looked it up. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then
56% identify with being Afro-Brazilian. 50% of the friggin' country. You can Google it. Y'all can check it. People can fact check it all day. It's right there in Google.
Yeah. You know the crazy thing though that I was thinking today, because you posted a video today inside the mall, which I like going to malls everywhere I go. You know what I mean? It's one of the cool things I like to see what they like when I was in Medellin. I'm like, you know, everybody talks about how bad Medellin is, and you're like, oh, there's a Rolex shop, it's a this, it's a that. You know, not to say it's not bad, but it's cool to see some of that normal stuff. But when I'm looking around the mall for a population that's supposed to be 50% black, the mall didn't really have a lot of black people in it. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you why. Because I'm in Fortaleza. It's not that many black people here in Fortaleza. It's black people here, but they won't go to that mall. That's like a high-end mall. It's like the most expensive mall they have there. It's called Iguanami. It's the most expensive mall there. What I've learned from being in Brazil, like this place is really racist and classist. And most people say it's more classism than racism, because I could be in the mall. I'm black because I'm from the States. They know I have a couple dollars, so they respect me. But the normal black person don't have money like that. So the normal black person wouldn't want to go in the mall. If I ask like one of the black girls to come with me to that mall, they'll say, "What I'm going there for, Philly? I don't have that type of money to go shopping." So they don't go to them places. So they associate them places like for wealthy people. So only tourists and rich Brazilians will go to them places. So that's why it wasn't one black person in there. I didn't even see a black person working in there.
Yeah. I was like, hold on, 56%. This ain't adding up here. Yeah. but again, you know, if they're all consolidated to certain areas, because you go to certain areas of the United States, you might not see no black people either. So yeah, it just is what it is. What would you say so far the hardest place to film has been for you?
Haiti.
Okay.
Haiti hard to film because they don't like the cameras. They don't like the cameras there. And I used to get in arguments with them all the time. I'm like, I'm trying to highlight the country and not just show it in a negative light. You know, I was trying to highlight some of the nice things in the country, like them partying, them hanging out. All you see in Haiti is people begging for money, people poor, the struggle. But they do have a rich class there in Haiti. They have nice bars, they have nice restaurants in pockets in certain places. But they don't like the cameras. And they told me because they've been exploited so much. Anytime somebody pulls a camera there, it's on something negative. We just had, I'll let y'all figure it out for yourself. We just had a couple YouTubers go there, and all they did was film negative stuff about the country. That's why I pride myself, and it's another YouTuber there called C Gency. We try to highlight the good stuff that Haiti has because it's not all bad, but people exploit that country for all bad, bad. Like anytime they record it, they want to show how poor, how broke, how everything. It's always something negative. It's never. I did videos in clubs, restaurants, showing like the nightlife, showing like nice hotels and good places. Went there with Ace Live. We went to the Citadel, the Fortress there, like nice stuff. But they always highlight Haiti in a negative way. So it was Haiti's that was the hardest. It's the hardest place for me to record.
Gotcha. Okay. What would you say? What was the second hardest for you?
The Dominican Republic, because people be doing what they don't. A lot of people don't be doing what they need to be doing, and you record them and gets them in trouble. You know how many videos? Oh man, I'm about to put them on blast. Dominican Republic leads the pack. You know how many times people done left me messages and asked me to take down a video or to bleep them out of the video because they married or they had a boyfriend or a husband and their husband saw one of Philly Dom videos. I'm here in Brazil. I had to do it for somebody. This dude begged me, please take it down. My wife saw me with another girl. I'm about to lose my whole relationship. Can you delete that part of the video? I wish I could just show you the Instagram message. The DR don't mess around, yo. The DR don't mess around, yo. It's happened like at least 4 times.
I can 100% believe that. What is your, if you don't mind answering this, what's your favorite part of DR you've been to?
I like Santo Domingo.
Okay.
I like Santo Domingo. I don't really dig Sosúa like that. It's a small place. My last run in the Dominican Republic, I stayed there because I had a couple friends there. Shout out to TMI, a couple other cats there that I know. You know what I mean?
Shout out to TMI.
So I stayed there, but I don't really dig the Sosúa thing. It's too small. It's too small to me. I like moving around. It's just too small. Like it's crazy how all the brothers go there, and they'll go to Sosúa, and it's like Sosúa to me is like a 4 or 5 day trip. The Dominican Republic has a lot more to offer in other places.
100%. I can 100% believe that. I can remember probably my second to last trip. I was looking for Santo Domingo stuff, and like I said, I live in the city area, a bunch of traffic. I live in a high rise now, so I was looking for stuff, and I came across your Santo Domingo video. This is a while ago. I can't remember exactly what the name of it was. But you were with 2 women like shopping. Y'all was shopping in the city or whatever, going checking different things or whatever the case may be. And I saw all the traffic and all the people, and I said, nope, back to Sosúa. because it was so crowded. I'm like, I don't really want to leave one crowded place to go to another crowded place. But I think once I start looking more into the history of Santo Domingo, I really got a big interest for going to Santo Domingo, and hopefully, sometime, around the first of the year somewhere, I'll be able to go to Santo Domingo. But why is Santo Domingo your favorite spot?
I'm a city dude. I like cities. I like the traffic. I like being crowded. I like that.
Yeah, I would rather be by a beach, calm atmosphere, than to deal with what you leave from home to go like I'm not really like a fan of Medellin. I would prefer to Cartagena, the Sosúa. If it's Thailand, I would prefer the Phuket or the Pattaya versus the Bangkok.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's. You good?
No, it's in the
Uh,
back. Somebody alarm went off on that car.
yeah, no. So yes, so you like the city, a bunch of people. Any spots in particular that you think like if you had to tell if somebody said, hey, I'm going to Santo Domingo tomorrow morning, what would be the 5 places you would say, yo, you got to see these 5 parts or these 5 places in Santo Domingo?
I'm gonna say Zona Colonial. That's a good area. It's a historical area. I would tell them. I mean, it's not Santo Domingo, but it's Boca Chica. The beach is right there. It's a whole bunch of beaches. Boca Chica, and there's a couple other beaches past Boca Chica that are good areas to see. Um, what else could I tell them, man? What else could I tell them? What I could tell them? It's a rich area there called. I can't even think of the name right now, man. When you travel so much, what's
It
the
all
name?
blurs together.
Yeah, it's all blurred together. I'm trying to think of the name of the place. A lot of rich Dominicans there. That's a good area to go to. I can't think of the name right now. Oh, it's on the top of my tongue. I can't think of it. I can't think of the area.
What about clubs?
Obviously, you're gonna go to Mixer.
Mixer,
You're gonna
okay.
go to Paris, Club Paris.
Shout out to Mike D. I saw Mike D. One of the guys, one of the subscribers, one of the homies. He was at Paris Lounge, kicking it. Had the bottles and the VIP.
Yeah, Pantini. That's a good area. That's the area. But it's
Okay.
Naco. Naco is the area. Pantini, Naco, they good areas to go. They're good areas to go to right there.
Okay. Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out. So Paris, Mixer, Boca Chica, Zoni Colonial, and what's the
Pantini, Naco. There's a bunch of bars there. I go there. That
okay?
most tourists don't even go there. They don't even go to them places.
Uh, so
Blue Mall. You got to do the Blue Mall too.
gotcha. So, talk about picking up on Spanish. Like, I'm picking up on Spanish as I go. Talk about your experience trying to pick up on Spanish and talk to people.
I speak it a little bit, but my Spanish should be a lot better than what it is. I mean, they can talk to me in Spanish. I'll understand because I've been around it so much now, so it's not a problem. But I would just tell you, if you're going to travel, you're going to be in these countries, it's a lot easier on you if you know the language. If you know the language. But my Spanish is not the best, and I'm not even ashamed of it, but it should be a lot better because I've been in and out of Mexico, in and out of Puerto Rico, in and out of the Dominican Republic. My Spanish should be a lot stronger, but if you talk to me in Spanish for the most part, I can understand a lot what you say. So I don't really have no problem with the Spanish speaking countries. Now there's a whole different beast. I'm here in Brazil, and the Portuguese is a different beast. So
Yeah. I'm
how's your Spanish?
my Spanish is very struggly. Very
Struggling, yeah.
struggly. Yeah, I actually got a video coming out soon. Struggle street Spanish. I'll get around with it a little bit. Which now I'm trying to switch my gears because one of my next trips is definitely Brazil, January. So I'm trying to get ready to at least be able to maneuver the basic words in Brazil. So focus is kind of all over the place with that. But yeah. So when you got to Brazil, I guess the language. How is the language barrier for where you are now?
It's hard, but that's why I stay in hostels because most in hostels they always have people that speak English. So a couple people here do speak English, but I mean when you out and about, you ain't gonna hear no English. No English. They don't speak English here. Like they don't speak English here. Like you rarely gonna meet anybody. When I was in Sao Paulo, people spoke English there in Sao Paulo. And they said Rio people speak English too. But like the guy said, once you leave out of Rio or Sao Paulo, you have to know. Like Salvador Bahia, you can see the baddest black chick in the land. She ain't gonna speak. She don't know no English. You're gonna
No
have to.
English.
She gonna look like a sister that you grew up with. Somebody from DC, the same swag, everything. Man, they don't speak a word. Man, you have to know some Portuguese. Portuguese, like in Brazil, like it's almost a must. You need to know some Portuguese here. But if you go to Rio, you're gonna be all right. A lot of people speak English in Rio. so you'll be all right there. But once you like venture in like these places like Fortaleza where I'm at, I can count on my hands how many people speak English here that I've met on one hand.
Yeah, I definitely gotta practice more and get more into it. So, to switch gears, when you started your YouTube channel, did you have a milestone in mind? I know you weren't really tripping off of it because you were just starting, but I'm saying as you got going, what numbers per se, or maybe reach were you like, all right, when I get to 1,000 subs or 10,000, what was your original milestone?
My original milestone was to get to 10,000
Okay.
subscribers because, like I said, I gotta keep bringing them up. I admire what like this dude gave me the blueprint. He used to always call me, talk to me, like mentor me, and he was like, "Philly Dom, if you can make it to 10,000, yeah," he said, "if you can make it to 10,000 subscribers, you can compete with any YouTuber in the world." That's what he told me. And Ace Live said that to me before too.
10,000.
So 10,000 subscribers. So that was my goal. So I was like, how I'm gonna get there? I was like, I'm gonna just put out. I knew I had crazy work ethic because I just grew up in Philly, my Haitian background. So I was like, I'm gonna just put out more videos than anybody. I'm gonna put out more and more videos than anybody. I'm gonna outwork them. Sometimes it's hard for me, man, because I put out videos every day. But 10,000 was my mind. I would tell you 10,000. You get to 10,000, you know, worldwide for sure.
What
Every corner of the world.
how long did it take you to get to that 10?
The 10,000 took 2020. When I went to Haiti, it just went it went crazy.
So we're
It
talking like
went
almost 2 years, almost.
almost 2 years because Alaska videos that I was doing in Alaska, I was just people that's looking for jobs. So it was like a different market, a different
Yeah,
group of
different
people.
algorithm.
And then I had to, then I slowly shifted into travel. And then I don't know when I touched Haiti, when I went to outside, I went to El Salvador first. When I went to El Salvador, I started to get a little bit of subscribe, but it was nothing. Then I went to Haiti. It was just like one day I checked, 1,000 people subscribed. I'm like, hold on, is this a mistake? And then I was like, yeah. And then it was just like every day, boom, 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 boom. And then once I left and I went straight to the Dominican Republic after that, it was over. It was over. I was like, I could do this YouTube. I know I got a chance now.
So 10,000. Gotcha. Yeah, like
10,000.
I said, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. We just hit 7, in a little bit over a year. I guess we just hit 7. I'm guessing, but that's what I'm thinking towards. I know a lot of people. Why do you think a lot of YouTube creators quit? What's your prediction on that?
Oh, that's an easy one. Bro, they do this for fad. They do this for fame and to be known and recognition. And it's a hard YouTube is very hard. People don't understand what it takes to do this, man. You first of all, you put your life on Front Street, everybody watching you, everybody has an opinion on everything you do. Oh, you should do videos like this, or you should edit like this, or you should do this like that. It's it has to be something that you really want to do. It has to be something you really wanted to do. When Maya will put that bug in my ear, I really wanted to do it. But if you doing it just for fame and to get money, you're not gonna make it. But if you really want to do this and I like traveling. Like it's not a gimmick. I like traveling. I traveled to plenty countries before I did YouTube. I like drinking, partying, hanging out. So it was nothing for me. So basically, I would tell anybody that's coming up in here, you gotta like what you do. Forget all the money and all that on the side. It's like a player in college when he played basketball. He did it for the love. Eventually, the money gonna come. You're gonna make the NBA. The money gonna come. But you generally have to like what you do.
Gotcha.
I breathe, eat, sleep, YouTube, traveling videos. That's what I do.
Gotcha.
But if you're doing it for any other reason, you're gonna fall off. And then you on top of that, you gotta have thick skin because you got haters. People always gonna have something negative to say. You're too fat, you're too ugly, you don't speak right, your video, like they're gonna come at you in all angles. If you don't have tough skin, it'll get to you. And when you sleeping at night or thinking about, then you quit. You know what I mean? And then another thing is a lot of people they'll put videos out, especially in the beginning. You probably know this because you starting in in the beginning, they'll put videos out and they're not getting that many views. That's very discouraging in itself. That's why, yeah, you worked all night, you edit, you did this, you prepared your story, how you gonna put it together. You executed on your end, and then when you push the video out to the masses, it gets no response. A couple times that happens, the average person, they gets discouraged. They get really discouraged.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, on my first month that I started YouTube, I ended the month with 37 subscribers. I kind of I kind of documented the whole journey of coming through. So I definitely understand that. So let me get to some of these comments real quick. I knew this comment was coming, obviously. Let's see. So Salvador de Bahia got the baddies, is what you saying.
Yes, and they more, everybody is down to earth. They more down to earth. Rio is like a Miami. Rio is like going to South Beach, Miami. Salvador is like a working class people. They're normal people. They're like, people come to Rio to get money. If you interview or talk to people in Rio, half of the people not even from Rio. They from other parts of Brazil, but they go there because you can get money there.
Yeah. Agree. Philly been to DR 19 times and have always said the DR has way more to offer than Sosua.
Yeah.
Sosua traps you in. Yo, what's up, Romy Rome? Santo Domingo is trending up. I see a lot of people been talking about Santo Domingo. What's up, Lavelle? What's up, Kayla? Global Magic TV. Shout out to both of you brothers. Please keep the content coming. Will do. So Suicide Squash, my guy Backpack. The famous Philly Dom in the building. Big Super.
Alpha Mel. Yeah.
He's time to ask the hard question. Who even knows what that is? I don't know. Yo, Big Sue, when you gonna start channel? Yo, so
he said, ask the hard question. Ask him to ask us the hard question.
yeah. What's the hard question? Who Big Sue? If you're not familiar with Big Sue, but he asks some crazy questions. But hopefully, so let's say you're a YouTuber. You're starting today. You get to pick 2 pieces of equipment. What 2 pieces of equipment do you think would be the most important? Because people ask me that all the time.
It depends on what type of YouTube. I mean, for me, I got the Osmo Pocket because it's small, portable, because the type of videos I do, and obviously a good laptop. It don't have to be one of the most expensive ones, but you could do a little bit of research, and you could try to get a laptop. A lot of people get gaming laptops because they move fast and everything. I got a Dell Penny laptop right now. A Dell laptop, Dell, but it depends on, if you're a gamer, it depends on what type of YouTube what type of videos you're doing. If you vlogging, like how you vlogging out of your crib,
yeah,
it depends. You want to have good quality because you're out of your house, so it depends.
Yeah, I always say at least a laptop. It's very hard to manipulate YouTube without a laptop.
Yeah, you need a lap. You definitely need a laptop. A lot of guys still try to do it on their phones and stuff, but you need a laptop.
You can't even get to some of the settings on YouTube via phone anyway.
Nope.
So I try to be like, yo, if you want to get to all the settings, you got to do it on a laptop. And but I know a lot of people don't really want to spend the money on a laptop 100 so most of the time, or they think they can do it without it. But it's very, very hard to do it without a laptop. So we talked a little bit before behind the scenes about equipment and how much we believe quality of content matters. Like whether it's 4K, whether it's 1080, whether it's and your stance is, people want to see it, so just put it out. What you got. Don't necessarily focus on the latest tech specs.
No, in the beginning, you just want to build up a following, but if you spend all this money and you get all this high quality stuff, and your channel don't do good, the average person will quit.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion on it. The average person will quit if they spend all this high tech money and then everything doesn't work out how they want it to do. They'll say, I'll put $10,000 in equipment, and then my channel only got 500 subscribers in 6 months. Like that's frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. I said I always sit on like the on somewhat the opposite side is that I think if you do the investment first, it'll make you kind of like lock you into having to do it. Not unless you just want to waste your money, but sometimes what you bought will make you do it. Like, you know what, I ain't waste all this to do it. Where I feel like if people like don't invest early, they more likely to quit. But I think either side, probably
Either
quit.
side, yeah, will
They
quit.
quit just as much. Uh,
Yeah, because
have you
YouTube has a
ever?
90. Wait, I'll stop. Not to cut you off, but I heard that YouTube got like a 90%, fail rate. Like 90% people quit. Like they just like
Yeah,
that's crazy numbers.
they say only like 10% makes it to the monetization level, like 1,000 subscribers or more.
Yeah.
Out of all YouTubers or whatever the case may be, only 10% or something like that. Which I can imagine a lot of people quit right away. Have you ever been close to being like, you know what, I'm done early on in the YouTube space? Let's say you had 8,000 subs, 15,000 subs. You ever been close to it at that point?
In the beginning, no, but lately, sometimes I do feel like quitting every now and then. I had a video like maybe 2 weeks ago. I felt like quitting, man. It just you get a little frustrated. And then it's just I think because I'm in Brazil, I don't speak Portuguese like that, and it's hard like to get interviews because people they always like get interviews, talk to people. It's not as easy as you think it is. Like it's easy for us to talk because we both speak English, but when you in other countries and you can't do the Google Translate, and that's not like the coolest thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's I was in Sosua about 2 weeks ago, I guess now, or a week ago, and they was like, yeah, get an interview, and I'm like, yo, you asked me this on a Saturday night or Friday night with with minimal Spanish. You think they really got time to sit down? I tried though, but
Yeah,
very, very hard to, to like, hey, yo, I want you to do this interview and whatever the case may be. It's definitely hard if you don't speak the language and you're trying to Google translate your way through it. You know what I mean? You don't understand the nuances of, hey, I want you to do a YouTube interview.
the interview.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. So like outside of like kind of just wanting like feeling like, you know what, I had enough. What makes you go the opposite direction and be like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out?
Because every time I always get good feedback, people like, keep pushing, keep trying. I like your videos. I like your content. I like that. I see that you hungry. You put out a lot of content. Because people don't even know what it takes, like what I do. Like, because you're a content. I'm putting videos like every day. That's not an easy task.
That's
To put a
phenomenal.
video out every day. It's rough, man. It's rough sometimes. It's rough.
Do you think
man.
the editing?
But
Do you think the editing is the hardest part of putting videos out, or the filming of videos?
the editing of the video, the editing is the hardest part. Getting good footage is a little easier. You just go out and about and you film the video. Sorry about the background. We got some
That's all good. That's all good.
out there.
We
Yeah.
can still hear you.
The editing, because sometimes after you record it and everything, you might be a little tired, a little laid back. Like you want to just chill out, and then you're like, damn. Because editing, you can sit on a computer for hours. You could spend 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours. Easy. And sometimes even longer if you one of them guys that want to be precise and right. So you'll edit for like 4 or 5 hours and go to sleep and wake back up the next day and edit just to, get everything where you want it.
For sure.
Yeah. The big time YouTubers, as soon as they get real money doing YouTube, they pay editors.
Yeah. Got a whole team of people doing everything they need to do 100%. That's the hard part, I guess, is when you first getting started, trying to be the person that answers all the comments, trying to be the person that films, trying to be the person that edits, trying to be the person that manipulates YouTube in the background, doing keywords and research and travel accommodation. That's the hard part for sure.
Yeah, people calling you on your phone all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot, yo. It's a lot. People don't know. A lot of YouTubers, they make it look easy, man, but the behind the scenes is just, it's hectic behind the scenes, man. You got to have like some kind of structure, some kind of order. what I do sometime now, I just cut off my phone. If I know I'm gonna edit, I'll just cut off my phone, man, because somebody call you, end up talking to them, you waste 30, 40 minutes with them, and you could have been editing, you could have been knocking that editing out.
Shut up, Amari. Yeah, I think he did. But now, 100%. I've been trying to do this little trick. I saw this little timer, but I use my iPad. I try to like turn my timer on my iPad for like 2 hours and be like, yo, whatever I get done in 2 hours, that's the way the video gonna be.
Oh, wow.
And just try to like bang it out. That way I'm not BSing. I'm like, I got the timer on, I'm knocking away at a video. And whatever it's going to be in 2 hours, I'm done with it and it move on. So I'm trying that format. I got finished the video today with that format. And I used to do an hour, but an hour is way too short to get it right.
No, you need 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah. So I'm trying this little 2 hour method to be able to not be so stringent because you're like, oh man, I want the words to look like this, or this chick said that, or this part right here. It's a lot more intricate. What's your milestone now? You talked about your 10,000 milestone. What's your milestone as of today?
The 60,000, man, because for certain the 50s are taking so long for me to get to 60. I'm at 58,100 subscribers. To get to 60, to get to 60,000, and by the end of the year get to 14 million views. That blows me away too, man. I never thought I would get that many views on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta think how many people that is, even if you know what I mean, even if it's double, people viewed multiple videos, that's still a lot of views, a lot of people that would say, I know Philly Dom. So on that stream, how important do you believe? Like, let's say you got 100%, right? How important do you believe the person is versus the content is to being a YouTuber?
Say it again. I'm trying to understand the question. Say it again.
Okay. As far as being a YouTuber, how important do you think it is the person versus the content? So I think it's a 50% split almost. Like a person that somebody likes can almost film anything and people will watch it. And then on the other hand, if somebody wants to see a particular place, they'll watch it no matter who it is. So where do you think it lies?
Okay, I got you. I think more personality will get you over, and your delivery, personality and delivery can get you over, and people will watch your content and whatever. And some people just sticklers. They I don't like Brazil, so they're not gonna watch no Brazilian videos. They don't care who delivers it. They just don't like Brazil. Like, you know what I mean? But the average person, I think your personality carries you for people to watch your content and stuff or be interested, because if they like your personality, they trust you. So whatever content you're giving, they're willing to give it a chance. They're like, all right, Philly Dom is in Haiti. We like what he's doing. We trust him. I know I ain't gonna go to Haiti no time soon, but
I'll watch it.
I'll support him because I trust what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can definitely see. Like I said, I kind of face it on both because, like I said, sometimes when I'm looking for a particular place, I'm like, whatever the video is, give it to me because I need to figure out what the information is right now. And that's kind of how I discovered, I think, most YouTubers. I was looking at a particular place and trying to see, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, let me see what else they got. Like, discovery is something that's cool when it comes to YouTube. How important do you think it is for YouTubers to show their face, like in the travel space?
I think it's important for you to show your face so people can put a face with the videos and different things like that. But it depends on your content, because you got people like Rami Travels, he barely shows his face and he gets a lot of views. It depends on how you deliver it, you know what I mean? But I can speak for Black YouTubers. I think it's good for us to show our face so they know who you are, and they get to see who you are and know your personality.
Gotcha. Yeah. I believe so too. Definitely got to show your face 100%. So let's check out this Haiti Haiti video real quick. Let's see. Share my screen. Your most popular video. Your most viewed video.
Yeah. We check it out. I'm with you, man. I ain't got nothing to do, man. I'm chilling out tonight.
That's it. I'm not sure what kind of sounds you got in the background.
No, I got my headphones on, so ain't
no. I'm saying on the video. I'm not sure if that's
no. That's a
sound.
that's a YouTube beat.
Oh, okay. I normally use Epidemic Sound, so I know like if you don't have access to Epidemic Sound, you won't have you can't use it. You wouldn't be able to play the video.
Oh, okay.
Strike you. So it's what part of Haiti do you like the best?
I like Cap. I like Cap Haitian. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of culture there. It's it's laid back. It's not. They don't really have that violence that you have in Port-au-Prince. They don't have that kidnapping and all that. You could actually go there and hang out there, and you'll be all right. Port-au-Prince is kind of dangerous.
My bad.
Yeah, Port-au-Prince is kind of dangerous. But Cap is laid back. They got beaches there, and everything is close. In Cap Haitian, everything is close. I mean, literally from like the downtown Cap Haitian, you can get to the beach in like 15, 20 minutes to like nice beaches, like untapped beaches that nobody goes to. That's Cap Deli I'm at right there. That's one of the top restaurants there. See, I mean how I show Haiti in a good light?
Yeah.
It's an expensive, nice restaurant.
Gotcha. My bad, y'all. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. My bad. That's why I got to monitor it on another screen.
Okay.
Trying to manipulate YouTube, StreamYard, and all that is actually that's difficult too.
Yeah, it's a difficult task. You're 100% right about that. And this was on a Sunday. Every Sunday in Cap Haitian. This is Cap Haitian Boulevard. They need to fix it up a little bit more. I think they'll get a little bit more traffic, but it's a lot of nice bars there, a lot of nice restaurants. Everybody come out there, the little intercoastal, they all hang out. This is the side of Haiti that people rarely show this. And then they had a sailboat competition. They actually had a sailboat competition that day on the Sundays. They have a sailboat competition. People don't think, nobody who thought that Haiti had sailboat competitions.
Right.
You think of Haiti, you think of all poverty. You just think poverty. And that's how people market the country. They never highlight nothing good there, nothing whatsoever.
Gotcha. Yeah, 100%. I mean, YouTube has became the new TV. YouTube, I mean, I've seen more of places or life, because of YouTube. You know what I mean? So it's like it's invaluable to our experience. But yeah, when you were filming this video, you never expected, I'm sure, this video gonna get 1 million views.
Nope. I just got up, went to the bar, hung out, started drinking, hanging out, and somebody told me it's a sailboat competition. I'm like, I'm gonna record that, and I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna show them that they got nice bars and restaurants that you can go to. And I never knew that. And then people kept telling me like, "Oh, the video's doing good. It's doing good." I'm like, "Wow." You never know. That's another thing with YouTube. What you think is going to do good never does good, and what you don't think is not going to do good is going to do good.
Yo, 100%. You sit there, you like, yo, I got a banger coming out tomorrow. Yeah. You look 1,000 views. What is this?
Yeah,
100%. Yo.
Yeah, so you can't predict it at all. You can't predict it at all, man.
Yo, definitely make sure y'all go check out Philly Dom's video, and all his videos at that, especially this Haiti one, most popular video. But a lot of them, like I said, a lot of them I would come across, or I would watch, I would come back. I would like YouTube is weird sometimes because even if you subscribe, it don't show you it don't show the person every time. So you may have to rediscover somebody. You're like, hold on, when they put a video out, okay, then they put a video out. And you just start going down a rabbit hole of watching, but you you put out videos every single day, which is incredible. I don't know how you get the urge or the feeling to do that every single day. Talk about the lifestyle of a full-time YouTuber and what people should be cautious of when it comes to that, if that's what they're heading, if that's where they're heading?
It's not as fun as people think it is. It's fun. I'm happy to be in Brazil. I'm happy to hang out, but it's a lot that goes behind it, like the editing, to go out to get the footage. When you're in these foreign countries and you don't speak the language, that's a problem. Like you have to figure ways to communicate. That means you got to bring somebody with you, maybe pay them to come with you to translate with you. Like it's a lot that goes into this. So what people see is the final product. They're like, oh, that was cool, but they don't know what that person had to do to get that person, he or she had to do to get that final product. It's not an easy. It's not an easy job. You got some YouTubers that do break in the market and their videos do good for a while, but you got to be on your grind. I'm gonna give you an example. You probably even know the YouTuber. She was on fire. She was on fire. One of my favorite YouTubers, Kelly Stamps. You know what Kelly Stamps is?
I'm
about to Google. Yeah.
That might be who. That might be who Cincinnati was telling me about the other day. Oh no, nope, nope. I don't know her. Nope.
Okay, yeah, she was on fire for like 2 years straight. Anything she put out, man, 600,000 views. Now videos 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. She got like over 600 something thousand subscribers. So
crazy.
Yeah, with YouTube, you have to. Now she talking about going back to college and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, keep doing videos. When you was doing good, you wasn't talking about going to college and all that.
Yeah, I mean, life can and will change. They say YouTube is. Yeah. I've noticed that YouTube is doing a lot of stuff, whether it's trying to compete with, with TikTok, with Shorts, or different things like that. So you export your videos in 1080, and Mr. Beast does the same thing, which is the biggest YouTuber out around. He exports it at 1080, and what makes that be your decision to export at 1080 versus 4K and chasing that?
Because I put out a lot of videos. I'm putting out a lot of product. I'm putting out a lot of videos. I need to have them upload fast as they can. Sometimes when you do 4K, it's slower, and I'm not in the US like that. I'm in other countries. Their Wi-Fi, it just happened that I'm in Brazil that their Wi-Fi is good, but you could be in a country like Haiti and the Wi-Fi don't be good as you want it. Like, you know what I mean? So I got into a little groove, a little system, and I just stick to that system. But people always like, oh, you should put 4K, you'll get more views, you get 4K.
Yeah, I'm also seeing, so I didn't notice, but if you want to put something on Netflix, you have to use particular cameras. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to use particular cameras, and they have a Netflix approved camera list. Because the camera I'm looking at now is a Sony FX3 or Sony FX30, and they have to be on the approved list. And I'm wondering, is that type of format coming to YouTube because they're trying to be everything else? Like, I'm wondering, are they favoring 4K more? Are they going to start favoring different videos based upon uploads? I have no idea, but I know that.
I don't know. That's a good question, man. They might, if they're going to have to compete, if they want to compete with the competition, they might have to go, because who thought that they was going to do shorts? Now we got these little shorts. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. How do you store it? So I have a huge hoarder problem when it comes to footage. How do you store these videos, or do you just get rid of them and say forget it?
I get rid of them, forget it. I used to store them for like the first 2 years, 3 years, but like you said, it's like a hoarder problem. And I'm on the road. I can't keep lugging all this stuff. I don't like, when I travel, I'm traveling for like 6, 7, 8, 9 months, 10 months. I might not go back to the US for a whole year. You know what I mean? So I need to travel light. And if you you got to have places to store these. You could send them back home. I could package them up and make sure they go back home, but it's just too much. It's too much for me. So I just let it go now. People are like, well, what happened if YouTube closed down? No, I don't see them closing down no time soon.
It would suck. Like I think I get nervous because I've seen so many people lose their channels, and I'm like, I gotta have a copy of some of these videos. And then sometimes, you want to recall a piece of footage, and you're like, oh, I got that in my computer, but it's definitely hard to keep everything in. A 4K or a 5K file is a lot of storage on your computer.
It's a lot of storage. You got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And then some people have to, with an extra internal drive, they have the other drive that they save it on there too. But it's time consuming after a while. But you gave me another idea. I might just save the important ones, the ones that I cherish.
Yeah.
I might start saving them again. That's the ones that I cherish.
Yeah.
But it was just so much to lug around. I was lugging a lot of stuff around, man. I was lugging a lot of different things around.
Yeah. At least use a YouTube downloader to get the ones that you want, and maybe email them to yourself or something, so it's not technically on your computer. It's kind of in the cloud. Maybe that would be worth it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that too.
Let's talk about the next step. So right now you're in Brazil. What's your dream location, or what you think your next location outside of Brazil would be? I guess dream and what's next. Two different questions.
Okay. Dream location. Africa. I want to go to Africa. I mean, it's not even a dream location. I want to make steps towards going to Africa. Don't be surprised after Brazil if you see me in South Africa or Kenya or something. It's like that's heavy on my heart. Dream location. I want to go to the Maldives.
Okay.
Maldives.
A little vacation.
Yeah, I want to go. I'm gonna record there too, but I don't know. It seemed like an interesting place. I seen some videos on it, the Maldives, so I want to go there. But Africa, I want to hit the continent of Africa, and when I go there, I want to explore a lot of countries. I want to go around and I want to sit there for a while because I do see that. I notice a lot of African American or Black YouTubers that are outside of Africa. They avoid Africa like the plague for some reason. Not many of us go there.
Yeah, I mean, I have my predictions, but again,
why you think? Why do you think? I mean, I've talked to a lot of people. They told me the logistics, what they say, the logistics. They told me that the visas were expensive and it's like a little complicated to get a visa here or there, and they gave me every excuse under the sun.
My prediction would be what you perceive your viewership should be. One, I think also probably we have a very replicatable type of society. Like I think kind of like YouTube is the new rap, right? And I think a lot of YouTubers want the other pop fan base. That may be why the Asias and the Europes may be more appealing, because you're trying to tap into another fan base. Yeah. And I feel like, the money, finances, the acceptance, different things like that in Africa may be like a daunting task. And it's a little harder to move around like parts of Africa than it is the Caribbean or Asia or Europe. So I think that's probably what prevents the bulk of people. I think people film what they think people want to see. And they kind of get stuck in that. I think that's what I believe.
Yeah, because it's one YouTuber. It's a YouTuber there. I can't think of his name right now. He's part of the I call it the Black YouTuber community. I forget his name, man. He's been everywhere. He's been to Colombia. I can't think of his name right now. I even met him before in the Dominican Republic. He's there. He should be still there. So he went outside of the box and went there. And he had a lot of countries. I want to do it like he's doing it.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think, we just talking about like milestones and stuff like that. I can't even imagine getting one of them YouTube plaques in the mail. Like,
I'm going crazy, man.
That's like a Grammy.
Yeah, go crazy. Yeah.
Seeing that silver plaque, you know what I mean, back on the wall would be like, yo, we did it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to the 10, but I can't lie and say my mind doesn't imagine me with that silver plaque on my desk somewhere. Like, yo, all of this shit was worth it.
Worth it. I mean? Every bit of this was worth it. Yeah.
All of this is worth. Do you think with the invention of technology in different ways, do you think YouTube is getting easier or harder?
I'm gonna say is getting. To me, it's getting easier. I don't know. Like I'm locked and loaded with it. So wherever they throw in my path, I just deal with it. If they say you gotta do this, then that's what I gotta do. If you gotta cut your videos short, you gotta do that. If you gotta do it this way or this, but obviously, I mean, logically speaking, it's probably gonna be getting harder because more people are jumping on the bandwagon to do YouTube now.
Facts. So I asked shout out to Razor. I saw him in the chat. I asked
Razor. Yeah.
Shout out to Raze. I asked him this same question, and this is a question that I always ask in my mind. In order, whatever you perceive to be the next level of where you're trying to head, what do you think you would have to do to get to that next level?
I need better equipment.
Okay.
I just say I need better equipment, and I need help. Like at a certain point, no matter how good you are, no matter how good you can do this and do that with YouTube, the people that make it super big with YouTube, they have a friggin' team. Wadamaya. I am Maya. I'm talking about Wadamaya from Ghana, Africa. He said he rolls with like 4 people. He has an editor. He has a friggin' cameraman. He has a public relation person because he can't answer all them comments on YouTube. So he has somebody that does that. You need a team. Passport Heavy. Jabari has a team. At some point, you need a team. You can't do it by yourself.
Facts. What? If you don't mind,
No, nothing's off limits.
What equipment would you say, like right now, go to the next level? What equipment would you pick right now that you think like, all right, you know what? I got this now. I'm saucy. I'm ready to go.
Just better camera equipment. There's no particular one because they all about do the same thing, but better camera equipment. Somebody that can travel with me, that can help me. Because sometimes I'm by myself most of the time. So you can get, like you said, you can get into a certain zone on how you do things. If you have somebody with you, they can challenge you and like, no, Philly, we should record this way, or I'll do it this way and you do it that way. It's more heads are better than one.
Facts.
Yeah, because you can get into a habit of doing certain stuff a certain way, and it's not bad because a format or a situation works for you in a certain way, so you keep doing it. But to go to the next level, you got to think outside of the box. For me to almost get to 60,000, I thought outside of the box. I was like, I'm gonna just keep putting out a whole bunch of videos. When Maya told me, when he first told me YouTube, he's like, oh, you could just put out as much videos as you want.
Yeah. Shout out to you. 60,000. You close to the 100,000. Like
I'm close. 40,000 away.
40,000. They're gonna be asking for your address for your plaque. That's crazy.
Send that joint to Philadelphia. My dad. I'm sending it to my dad's house in Philly, man.
No, I needed to be shipped where I am right now. Hey, don't forget.
going to DC.
I don't care if I'm in SoSu. I'm like, hey, Flip, let me use the bar address. I need to see my plaque right now. Yeah, if I ever make it to that 100,000,
that's
range,
what's up.
Yeah,
Oh, you will, man. You just gotta keep grinding, and just know what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Just keep doing it. Just make it a way of life. Make it a way of life. That's how you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, go to work, whatever you do. Just make it a way of life, and you're gonna be all right. Yeah, because you got the personality and everything. Yeah, you just gotta keep on the gas pedal. A lot of people, we let off the gas pedal. You can't let off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's very hard to like to do it every single day, to feel like it, because a lot of times, man, like just the work and like people don't understand about YouTube is just because you're on YouTube and you're doing YouTube that the whole rest of the world don't stop. Whatever family issues you got, health issues
everything
you got,
keeps going. Yep.
Yeah, everything else it don't stop. Oh, I'm sorry, you're a YouTuber. I'm gonna calm down right now. It don't work like that. So like just that work balance. And talking to I was talking to another YouTuber, Giamo. He was just talking about,
Okay.
you know, like while you're out and you're filming, you're constantly kind of debating about, do I want to spend money on equipment or do I want to travel to another place or different things like that. I think about that all the time too. When I'm thinking about equipment, I'm also thinking, would I get more views if I had this equipment, or would I get more views if I went to this location? Like the location wins.
Sometimes location will win all the time, even if your equipment ain't the best. The only thing people really worry about, and I listen to like what's his name? Blake. You know who Blake is, right?
Blake.
You know what that is? He does videos about YouTube, just about he just tells you about how to record videos, how to get more viewers. He just gives you tips about YouTube. That's his whole niche.
Oh, is it a black guy?
Roberto Blake. That's his name.
Okay, hey, hold on. I'm pretty sure.
Roberto Blake, yeah.
Yep. Him along with Think Media and people like that. Yeah, I watch it.
Yep.
I know
he
Roberto
said,
Blake.
yeah, I always watch him. He said that the only thing that will be a turn off, he said, even if your editing or your camera equipment is not that good, the
Audio.
sound. He said people hate bad audio. He said that's the one deal of quitter with people. But he said, like, if they like your personality and you clear enough on camera, they'll support you. But he said, so I would say better audio. Even me with the Osmo Pocket, I need to get better audio with the Osmo. I think the new Osmo is coming out now. It should be out next week or the week after. I think I might have to invest in that. I think they're gonna fix that problem.
I've been hearing a lot about this new Osmo supposed to be coming out, but every time I see DJI announcement, I'm like, okay, here we go, another drone. I'm like, yo, bring out another handheld camera, yo. That's just crazy. I'm definitely in the market for another camera right now. I'm using Osmo Pocket 2. I don't like how I feel like it's not wide enough. When you hold in the Osmo Pocket out in front of you, I feel like it's only like a small box. So I hope it's wider. And then my GoPro, but I feel like the GoPro is just such a big camera when you're trying to walk the streets with it. It's like, I don't know, people are a lot more, however they feel about cameras when you got a GoPro.
You could hold it in your hand. You could just take everything off. Some YouTubers just hold it in their hands.
Yeah.
I was with Ace Live in Haiti, and he used to hold it in his hand.
Yeah.
Like film with him, I thought he was holding it. He actually holding it in his hands. So he takes everything off and just has the GoPro in his hands, and he gets good footage with that.
I just can't imagine doing that for a very long. But again, you got to make some shit work when you out filming and you trying to get the content. But I can't imagine, which I've done that for certain scenes, but I can't imagine, taking my grip off, like, holding it just like this the whole time. Yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like holding it.
That's how Ace does his. I'm telling you, I was with him. That's how he does it.
I can't imagine doing that.
It might be comfortable for him to do it. It might not be comfortable for you to do it like that. Everybody.
How you breaking up a little bit, Philly?
Okay, I'm back. Is it back?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, this Brazilian internet, man, I tell you.
I understand. I just appreciate you being in the building today, man, for sure.
No problem. No problem, man.
I know. I feel like when I'm in different countries, like DR, sometimes I'm like, I can't even try to stream. It just ain't gonna work. So shout out to Brazil for having decent enough internet. When I was in Cartagena, I couldn't move a stitch. I had to stay in one little corner of my room to try to live chat.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You would have to go to like a Starbucks or you got to find out what hotel has the best Wi-Fi and do the test. That's another obstacle people don't realize when you on the road. They be like, well, why you ain't live stream? Or why you ain't like? It's not easy as you think it is. What's take you so long to upload the video?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. People don't understand.
100%. So let's get to what I'm sure a lot of the people want to know. what place do you think has the most beautiful women? I know that question comes up all the time, but other places you've been, who got the most beauty? Who do you think is the easiest to deal with, I guess? Or who do you think, if you were single or if you are single, whatever it is, that you would try to find a girl at?
I'm gonna say Brazil.
You'll say Brazil.
Yeah, they don't play games. They down to earth. It's overwhelming talent here. Some beautiful women. Whatever you into. If you like white girls, they got that. If you like sisters, it's they all day. If you like the Spanish looking mixed ones, that Puerto Rican looking, whatever you want to call them, they got that. They got everything you want. If you like an Indian looking one, they got that. Personalities are down to earth, you know what I mean? For the most part, they hold themselves with a certain class, and yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not everybody in the country, you know what I mean? But for majority of people, I've been to a couple cities now, and I've dealt with a couple people here, and they all been straight. There ain't been no Dominican Republic funny style anything.
What do you think? So I'm getting ready to go to my first trip to Brazil. What would you say, like a scale of 1 to 10? What's the gap between how nice DR is, like just being in DR versus being in Brazil? Like as far as whatever, everything included, like the vacation, the women, everything. Like what's the gap? Like how big of a difference is it really?
It's a very big difference
Okay.
because the people here are genuine for the most part. They're not trying to get over on you for the most part. Obviously, you're gonna have your scammers here, and people are trying to get over you in Brazil, but it's not to the degree of the Dominican Republic. And I don't want to talk bad about the Dominican Republic because I like the country and I like
love
the
it.
people and stuff. Yeah, and I know they got the Haitian, and I'm Haitian, and they got the Haitian and Dominican problems right now and all that. But most people, when you're dealing with Dominican Republic, it's always some kind of angle. It's never like genuine. Obviously, I got some Dominican friends that are genuine, but if I put 8 out of 10 Dominicans, with 10 out of, okay, if it's 10 Dominicans, 8 of them always trying to do some kind of maneuvering with you. And it's my 3 that's like loyal, that's the straight good people. And Brazil, I ain't really experienced nobody really trying to get over on me yet.
Gotcha.
Everybody's been genuine. And I've been to a couple cities. I ain't been in one place. I've been moving around. They just a better quality of people. Not saying all Dominicans are bad people, because I know they're gonna hit me up later. You can't say nothing about the Dominican Republic, but the second they can crack jokes about Haitians all day, but once you say one bad thing about Dominican, they coming for your head.
Yeah, again, like I said, I love the Dominican Republic, but I hear every time I've been ready to book my trip to Brazil, I either looked at the price or the length of time for the flight and been like,
the flight is crazy.
Maybe I'll go somewhere else. But
no, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it. So you haven't been to Thailand yet, right?
No.
What has kept you out of the Thailand circuit? Because that's the hottest ticket smoking right now. It seemed like just everybody there. Or what?
No, not that. It's just that I wanted to go to Africa. I feel like I'm a black man. I feel like I need to go to Africa and hang out there, and I feel like I need to do videos there. It was just me, but I'm definitely going to go to Thailand. Definitely. Telemate is there now.
Thailand is the most amazing place in the world. I tell people that all the time. I've been saying that since 2018. When I say Thailand is next level, I say that all the time. And then, now you're seeing a bunch of brothers out there. You got Taylor Made, you got Richie Mack, a lot of brothers out there in Thailand having a good time. So I'm sure just because, nobody watches more YouTube than YouTubers. I'm sure you're like, damn, okay, damn, everybody out in Thailand. Shit. I need to see what's about. Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I was on Big Boss Show the other day, and he said he'd been to Brazil like 4 or 5 times. He'd been to Thailand 3 or 4 times or something like that. And he said they was neck and neck. He's like, he said if he could retire in Brazil and then fly to Thailand for the other 6 months, he said that would be like the best retirement. He said that would be the best life he would ever have.
Yeah.
He said they're the two best places. He said for sure.
Yeah, I got to get this of the, what people consider the big four of like black men travel: Colombia, DR, Thailand, Brazil. That's the last one on my list. So I gotta see if this Brazil is overhyped, or is it exactly what people say?
It's exactly what people saying. Oh, I promise you that. No, once you come here once, you're gonna keep coming. I'm trying to figure ways I can stay longer. I'm like, well, if I get a digital nomad visa, then I can get 2 years in the country because I do YouTube videos. So if I leave, I can always keep coming back with no problem. Because Brazil, you only can come for the max a U.S. citizen can get here is 6 months, and then you got to wait 6 months to return.
Guys, so once you're 6 months up, you got to go somewhere else and then wait 6 months till you can come back.
Yeah, and if you stay over, they ban you for a year. And I don't want to get banned from Brazil for a year. I could take a DR. I could take a year ban from the DR and laugh at that.
Oh yeah, stop it.
So,
yeah,
but I'll be. That's how raw. So that tell you how raw Brazil is.
No, yeah, you can't be banned from Sosu. All right, you can't take it. You can't take it. Yeah. You know what's wild is that everybody. I feel like when you talk about Sosua, right? Because a lot of people like, it's been a lot of Sosua slander lately on online. I feel like brothers have been to Sosua more times than any other place in the world. That's how I feel.
I think you might be 100% right on that. It used to be Miami. Miami is dead now. Everybody go to Sosua. Everybody I've met been to Sosua.
Yeah, facts. It's like acting like you don't. I mean, I'll talk to dudes and they'll be like, "Oh man, Medellin way better than Sosua. How many times you been to Medellin? Twice. How many times you been to Sosua? 9. I'm like, all right, man. Like, it's hard.
I think it's because it's compact, like you said. It's small. It's compact. Sosua is so compact. So everything is right there. You got Flip's Bar there. If you want to go eat some soul food, you got that. You got the Dominican restaurants if you want to eat that. If you want to eat Haitian food, they got that. They got the Europeans there, the French, the Germans. But everything is in walk. You don't need a car now. You can walk around the whole town over and over and over and over.
Yeah, for sure. So going back to Santo Domingo, when you've been to Boca Chica, did you actually stay in Boca Chica or did you just transport back and forth?
One time after I left Haiti and I went there, I stayed in like the Pantini area. And then another time when I came back there, I stayed in Boca Chica. I'll never stay in Boca Chica again, man. That place is too hood. The people too hood, too ghetto. It was hard to record there too, man. They don't like the cameras there in Boca Chica. I stayed there for like 3 months, and I actually stayed in a nice apartment in the hood. I'll never do that again. I call it Beg Me Beach, and I'm like,
oh no, have you been to Playa Hollywood in Cartagena?
Yeah, in Cartagena. No, I ain't been there.
Oh, the begging in Cartagena is on another level. Like
that's what they say.
Until you experience that begging, I'm telling you. Yo,
somebody else told me that. They said, yeah, Hollywood is number 1, and then not Sosua, Boca Chica is number 2. But they was like, yeah, they said Hollywood and what you said, they said that's on another level. Philly. Like the same thing you said. They said, bro, I wanted to leave. I wanted to jump on the plane and leave. I was so upset with these people.
Yeah, for sure. Let me get some comments. Trade Dividend says there are so many other places. South Africa, Bali, Greece, Portugal, let's expand. It's always the same spots. When people say this and they're right? I always say that because I watch the other side of YouTube, like the white side per se, if that's what you want to call it, whatever.
Yeah.
The way we key up on certain places, so do they. You know what I mean? Like they have their if you talk about creators in Bali, Los LeBlanc, what's the other dude's name? Brett Conti. It's a bunch of them. They just circle that Thailand, Bali.
Philippines.
Yep.
Philippines, and they just circle on one place.
Yep. They go into the same spots too. It's just that We just need to flip. They need to come to Sosua, and we need to go over there and film. I can't even imagine Lost LeBlanc or Brett Conti and Sosua. That would be the craziest thing ever. But
like, oh my goodness,
that would open everybody's fan base wide open, though. I'll tell you that.
Because everybody would go to Sosua, then they'd be like, "Oh, I'm going."
Yeah. That's why I said. So it's not just per se us that's staying in the same spots. They're also staying in the same spots of what's common to them and what they think. You know how many European train tours I've seen on YouTube? You know what I mean? On the opposite side,
that's true. That's true. You're right about that.
We just got to flip the audience. CJ Hinton, I'm a big fan of both of you guys. I'm an up and coming YouTuber. My YouTube name is Blake Jag 777. I'm gonna check that out. Keith, you are a beast with clean and close, especially in Cartagena. Straight priceless content. Philly. Oh, so I have a motto: clean and close. I try to go to basically the main spot and stay somewhere that's clean and close to all the action. Because I know a lot of people, they like to be like, they'll sacrifice being close to be in like the penthouse with the leather couch and the balcony, the view. I'd rather be right in the middle of the action. So when you go, do you prefer to be like on the outskirts or like right in the middle where everything going on?
The middle of the action.
Yeah, that's how I think it's easier. It's easier to get work done when you can just walk out your hotel and the story happens.
I love being in the middle of the action.
Let's see. I love Boca Chica. I love Boca Chica. I'm gonna experience Boca Chica. I heard Boca Chica ain't what it used to be, but I'm still gonna check it out.
No, it's worth going. It's definitely worth going. It ain't no Sosua, but it's worth going.
Yeah, every time somebody say something about somewhere else, they always have to say in Dominican Republic. I mean, it ain't so. You be like, yo, how do women look? Or how do women in Santo Domingo? I mean, it ain't no Sosua. How the beach in Santo Domingo? Ain't no Sosua. How's this in Santiago? I mean, it ain't Sosua.
No, they got a lot of pretty people in Santiago and Santo Domingo. They don't go to the right places. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure that. I mean, the more research I've been doing on places like Santiago and Santo Domingo, outside of how beautiful the women are, like the history, the structures, the restaurants,
you can't even get good food in Sosua to that level that you can get in Santo Domingo because it's a city. It's more places to go to. It's just a numbers game.
Yeah, facts. Philly, I love your Central American content in El Salvador and Belize. Also love how you hitting nuances in Brazil. This live has motivated me like tenfold. Oh, shout out to
CJ, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes I think, it don't matter where you go in the country. You know, if they like you, they're gonna watch it. You know what I mean? I do believe that sometimes they want to. Like I'm waiting. I've been patiently waiting. All right, okay, Philly Dom. Anytime now, it's time to get your ass to Rio. I mean, come on now, it's time.
They went on my ass for that. They like, go to Rio.
That's all I feel because my trip coming up in almost a little bit over a month. I'm like, all right, come on, man, hurry up.
I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna definitely be there when you there. We'll definitely be there at the same time for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there in January, late January. But I definitely, I'm like, I want to see what this Rio. Like I said, it's been a lot of hype around Rio, and I saw the cheapest flight I had seen in the last 2 years was $717, and I normally
see that one.
Yeah, that's what I got. Normally I see
that
13, 13, 11. 17. I've seen some high prices to go to Brazil. So when I saw $717, I said, man, I don't care. I'm going for 4 days. That's all I got. So
yeah, you go to Rio. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'm gonna try to meet you when you're there, man.
Yeah, that'll be.
You'll have a good time in Rio. You'll have a good time in Rio. That's what they say.
Check out Volpe. Where are you? Great channel. Yep, I've watched that before. For sure. Volpe. I saw he was it was Colombia is where I saw him at recently. Boca Chica worth about 2 days, 3 days max. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time
when
I go there.
Yeah, 2 days, 3 days max.
Bless up, brother Keith. What's up, Shane? And everybody in the chat, hit the like button. Fire. Mike D says all dimes in Santo Domingo.
Yeah, that's why I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I stayed there for 6 months in Santo Domingo. Like I've been everywhere, all the malls, movie theaters, restaurants. It's no reason for you to even gotta go to the store for. I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand. Like I'm like, yo, what Santo Domingo are they going to? Because the one I was there, I seen everything I needed to see there. Like Santo
Yeah.
Domingo got everything you want. Everything you want is there.
When you go to the movies in Santo Domingo, what language is it showing in, or do you get to pick? How does that work?
No, sometimes if it's an American movie, it'll be in English.
Okay,
If not, it'll be in Spanish. So but it'll be Spanish subtitle. If it's an American movie,
I
if it's
think
like a big blockbuster hit, it'll be in English with Spanish subtitles.
I think that'd be dope to actually watch the movie in the movie theater somewhere else. Uh, when I went to Tokyo, they had an IMAX theater in the hotel, aquarium, and they had bowling alleys on 3 levels. It was a huge hotel.
God
But
damn!
did it like that, yeah.
God damn! What that? Was that a mall or a hotel?
It was a hotel. It was right by the train station. It was called the Prince T. Shinawa Hotel. The hotel had heated toilet seats, it had a bunch of stuff, and it was only like $100 a night. Heated toilet seats, robes, slippers. It was crazy.
Toilet seat.
Yeah, but aquarium, a dope experience. You know what I mean? Asia just, again, Asia is Asia. But yeah, I'm definitely actually when I was in Sosu, I ran into a chick and a dark skinned chick, super dark skinned, and just talking just on the street or whatever. I'm just messing around with my Spanish or whatever. And I'm like, where you from? And she like, Santo Domingo. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I was trying to ask her, like, is she Haitian? And she said, no, I'm from Santo Domingo. And then she said, my parents are from Santo Domingo. My grandparents was from Santo Domingo. And I felt like an idiot. I'm like, okay, my bad. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? But it was. So.
She said, my grandparents, everybody from Santo
Domingo. I thought she was probably Haitian, but again, maybe she had whatever roots she had, but she was definitely from Santo Domingo, is what she said. I thought that was dope though. Wow. Like, I'm very interested in seeing a lot of those museums in Santo Domingo. I think it's very, very cool. Old grocery store is a hot spot.
Yeah. Ole go to that grocery store. Yeah, you can get. That's why I like. But people, somebody ain't no girls in the. What are you talking about? Santo Domingo. That's where everybody they hang out in Sosúa come from. If you talk to most of the people, they from Santo Domingo or Santiago.
Yeah, I beg, man. Bitches in Ole grocery store. Shout out to Big Super, man. Big Super. Yeah. I'm waiting to experience it. So you said Africa, and then you eventually want to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
And then okay, so if you were going someplace strictly on, I think this might blow my channel up, where would you pick?
Strictly on this might blow my channel up.
You need 20,000, you need 10,000 subs right now in 30 days. Where you think you're gonna get it done at?
I can get it done in Africa. I know I can.
Okay.
Because a lot of people from my channel are always like, I'm watching you from Kenya. I'm watching you from Ghana. I'm watching you from South Africa. I think if I sit there, and in the whole continent, they speak English. I mean, they speak their language, or, some countries speak French, but a lot of people in Africa speak English. My Spanish is not that strong. So I can't get like the Spanish, but Africa, I can get that audience. I know I can get their audience there. I know they'll watch the videos and stuff like that.
All right, so this is a hypothetical question right here that I think about too. But I know what my answer is. Let's see what your answer is. If for a year you could either get free places to stay or free plane tickets, which one would you pick?
Free places to stay or free plane tickets?
No, hold on. I want to preface this by saying the places to stay. Let's say this ain't a mega mansions. This is probably $100 or less a night. Let's just say. Which one would you rather pick?
The planes, free plane rides. Because I always stay at hostels, and I've traveled enough, so I know people in a lot of places. So even if I didn't get a hotel or something, I know where I got probably somebody to stay with.
Okay. Yo, in the chat, which one would y'all pick? I actually thought you was gonna pick places to stay. I honestly did. I said there's no way that you pick plane tickets because for me, I think I would pick plane tickets because I normally like to do like a little 3-day trip and come back. But for you, like if we're gonna stay a long time, like you're not, you know what I mean? Like
I would move. No, I would move around a little bit more faster because now I got the tickets, so I can cover more ground. Like say if I went to Africa and I got free tickets, I'm like boom, 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 and I can go to Thailand real quick, boom, 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 go somewhere else. Even if I make little quick runs through.
That's what I would be doing. But a lot of people, some people like to stay places a long time, so I can see how that $100 a night that'll save you a whole lot of money.
Oh, that would save a lot of money. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, if somebody gave me that option, would I stay places longer if I didn't have to pay hotels every night? I'm just staying. I don't know. I mean, I think I would pick plane tickets because I would just jump around a whole lot, like place to place. But yeah, that's interesting you said that. That's interesting you said that. Let's see what they say. Facts Philly. Great live. Keep up. Great question and back and forth is smooth. Trade dividends say plane tickets. Amari said free plane tickets. Plane tickets so that you can splurge more on the places you stay. Again, the plane tickets can be high, but the places to stay, I know I spend more money on staying at Casa Valeria or New Garden. Like, I'm being honest. Like, if you think about it, like right now, right? If I flew to go to the zoo, my ticket gonna be like $300. But if I want to stay 7 days, you know what I mean, at a hotel, that's $700 probably in hotels.
So people be banging money up.
Yeah, so it's so I get it. I'm actually surprised though. I thought more people would pick the places to stay. Legendary Live, Blue Keys.
That's crazy.
Plane tickets. You could travel a lot with free plane. Yo, everybody saying plane tickets. I thought this would be a harder.
No, plane tickets. I can move around. I hit every country. Now I know I can get there on a little plane ticket. Oh man, I fly all through Europe.
Yeah, Philly, come check out NGO in Cameroon. Oh shit, hold on. What's going on with my mouse? What's going on with my mouse?
It froze up on you?
Yeah, it's weird though. It's weird because it's like, oh, there we go. All right. People clown your fave Boca Chica, Big Super. Africa has the cheapest Airbnb and hotels, and the U.S. money out there 3 times more value. Big Super, more hoes for me. I guess people don't like Boca Chica. I heard Boca Chica chickens got buy one get one 50% specials going on out there. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Yeah, that's funny.
He going hard on Boca Chica. Oh man.
Yeah. That's all right. So right now, if let's say next year they say, yo, Philly, this is what's going on with passports now. You only get to go to one place for the whole year. You got to pick that place for that one country for the year. Like that's the only place you can go. However long you want to stay, you want to come back to the States or whatever it is, you only get one country to stay in or go to that year. What is it going to be?
I'm going to say the Philippines.
Philippines. You're going to stay there for the whole year. Okay.
I got some friends there. So, they'd be happy to have me there.
Okay.
That's new content.
New content. Some views. I don't know how many people are going to travel out to the Philippines, unfortunately, from here, but definitely a dope place for sure. Trade dividends said Brazil. I asked Checking Effect this question too, and he said Brazil. You're saying Philippines. I'm saying Thailand. I'm sure some people in the chat are gonna say DR or Colombia.
I was gonna go right to Thailand after the Philippines. I'm right there.
100. I say this all the time. Like if you're in Thailand, you can get to all these countries. I'm going back in April for the water festival and Rolling Loud for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I've been monitoring this ticket $1,296, unfortunately.
Damn.
But once you get there, if you want to go, that's how I hit a lot of those countries on that side. You want to go, $30, $40 round trip. You can go to different places. You can go to the Philippines. You can go to
For like
Cambodia.
40, $50, like that cheap. Oh wow.
Yeah. So I show people. That's why I always say Thailand is number one, because you're not as confined to that one country. So I've been looking at flights from Rio and seeing where you can go, and it's nothing that cheap to go to from Rio, really, like in the like $40 range. So here's my screen right here. This is what I use, Sky Scanner right here.
Okay.
Yo, and if these Robert Graham shirts don't stop popping up on my it's a dude, one of the subscribers, he wear Robert Graham shirts, and these little rainbow shirts been popping up ever since we started to look at them to see what Robert Graham was. But anyway, so when you go to Thailand, so Skyscanner, BKK to anywhere or everywhere, April 2023, you want to go to Malaysia.
Okay.
The capital, Kuala Lumpur, is $39. Vietnam is $42. Cambodia is $43. Laos, $48. Myanmar, Singapore, $54. Taiwan, $77. Hong Kong, Philippines, $86. Indonesia, $92. India is $96. I flew into New Delhi, not New Delhi, but what city? Because we flew into another city and we drove to New Delhi. No, it was New Delhi. It was New Delhi.
You're giving me some good information. Dang, he said India was $96 from Thailand. I mean, from Thailand.
Yeah. Now, mind you, this is one way. So basically, what you would do is you would go to one country, then fly directly to the next country, and then get you basically a ticket back from the last place you want to go back to Thailand. And that one might cost you like $200. Okay. But if you already been nickel and dime, it won't be bad. So like, let's say Thailand to go to Malaysia may be $40, but from Malaysia to Vietnam might be $22. So a flight to Phuket is $11. Like, and that's probably like a 10-hour drive. I think I looked it up one time through mountains or whatever, but an hour flight, $11. Like, it ain't no reason not to explore another part of Thailand where James Bond Island is and places like that for $11. That's like a bus trip. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like a lot of people don't know this. And when I see people out in Bangkok and they don't go any other place, I'm like, man, look at this. For $1,000, you could get all these stamps probably.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Wow.
You know how much content that is right there? So
I just thought about that. I'm like, dang, I go there to Thailand. That's why, like you said, it's easier for them. It's probably a little harder in Africa to move around like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ain't nothing like that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was like, man, you almost swaying me to go to Thailand now.
Hey, that'll be cool. If I see you pop up, yo, it's Philly Dom, I'm in Thailand. I'm like, okay.
You brought me there. I'm like,
okay. Yo, shout out there. Yeah, for me.
So you can touch a lot of countries. Wow.
Facts. Yeah, for a little bit of money. That's how I got a lot of my passport stamps too. Was in seeing the world. I went to Egypt by way of Thailand.
Wow. What's the closest? Damn. What's the closest European country you can get to? Because I always want to go to Serbia. Serbia is a country I want to go to. Do they have flights from Thailand to Serbia?
If you were going to do that, you need to take the Europe route, and you need to go from Amsterdam or Iceland
to
so what I call them is anchor cities, right? So like Bangkok is the anchor city for Europe, but like somewhere like if you flew like, now I don't know about where you are right now, but I know from like our area, like Philly to DC or whatever, if you fly anywhere to Europe like Amsterdam, then you can get to all those places the same way. So if you type in, so if you wanted, now you probably could do the same thing to get to Serbia. The price just doesn't pop up.
Okay.
That's not a common spot from there. But if you change the sky scanner from
What's a common place in Europe to fly to Thailand? What country in Europe will be common that people?
That's a little far, man. You look it on the map; it's a little far from that. That's why I said you would be better by just getting inside of the Europe
Europe.
circuit, the Amsterdam to Spain's, because from Amsterdam it's the same way. Amsterdam to Spain, $42. If you wanted to go Barcelona, it's $55. If you wanted to go there to
Wow.
Ireland, Denmark, Germany, Norway, France, UK, Italy, Croatia, all of this is under $100 to get to from
Okay. Oh wow.
like we ain't even hit $100 yet, and we already down here in this many countries you can go to for less than 100.
That's crazy. You see
Morocco,
Serbia on there? You see Serbia on
I'm
there?
go all the way down. Let's see. Slovakia, Israel, Armenia. Oh, Serbia, $141 from Amsterdam.
Wow. So Amsterdam is the country to go to get around.
If you wanted to go to Egypt, 164.
What? That's Africa. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's the top part. It's it's almost like Africa light to some degree. Like
Yeah, Africa light. Yeah.
you know what? Some of the people they don't identify with black. You know what I mean? Even though they're Africa, it's more that Middle Eastern. Alexander the Great came down, that type of environment, but very cool, very cool. But like So if you're gonna if you're gonna do the oi. Oh, we getting it.
Yeah.
So let's see. All day. I will be there real soon.
Wow.
Let's see. So yeah. So that's what I would do. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what you decide to do. You know what I mean with that right there. Like I said, I know this year, this coming up year, I'm gonna try to do another Asia run and then another Europe run at the top of the year, starting at the top of the year.
Okay.
So we'll see. Content wise, like I said, content.
That would help me out a lot, man. In Asia, I see it because that's quick. I didn't think about the maneuvering like that. That's a lot of countries you can maneuver pretty quickly.
Well, I think that's how you can tap into a rack of fan bases real quick. Somebody who looking for Thailand, okay, cool. But then tomorrow you're looking for this, and then the next day you're looking for this. Just jumping around. So if you do have to leave for your visa, maybe that's not a bad option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a bad option. I would consider that for sure.
You can burn a couple months out there before I got to come back to Brazil.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, 6 months.
Yeah, you can burn it quick in Asia. You can burn it quick over there. I can see that.
Yep, you got a rack of locations under your belt, a lot more content, a lot more playlists for you. You got El Salvador, Brazil, and then you got a Spain. You know what I mean? Whatever you got a rack of playlists. I think that would work. And I guess that's how I would play it if I was.
No, it does. A big YouTuber told me that. He said, keep traveling. Yeah. He said that's how you rack a whole bunch of subscribers because now you got people from all over every region looking at your content.
Yeah. Especially if they was just looking for that one place. That's what my plan is for 2023. We'll see how it turns out.
It's gonna work out.
We'll see how it turns out, but that's my plan. So hope I'll see you out there. See, Amari, you see Keith jump over that Robert Graham question. What was that? Hold on. Don't lie, Keith. You buying those Robert Grahams? Don't front because you have a guest. Nah, hell nah. Yo, apparently, I know you. I'm sure you heard in Thailand they got the lady boys or whatever in Thailand.
Yeah.
That ain't my thing. But one of our subscribers had one of those more flamboyant shirts out there in Thailand and was wondering why they was chasing him around.
Yeah, because they thought he was on the team.
They thought, yeah, exactly. He said, I went out at 4:00 in the morning and they was chasing me. Like, yeah, I wonder why.
Oh god.
So yeah. Now that was y'all got any questions for Philly Dom? We got Philly Dom in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We 2 hours in. You know what I mean? Definitely get your questions in. I'm so happy he decided to come through, slide through, and just give us some information, reaffirm a few things, talk about his travels. Hopefully he gets to Brazil, Rio soon.
Yeah.
what other things are you planning on filming? Like what are you looking forward to filming the most in Brazil?
Just showing different cities. I just want to show a different, look. Just show as many cities as possible, and just be many places as possible. That's all. No particular, plan of filming certain thing. I mean, people are like, oh, go here, go there, go that. I'll do what I can, but I want to show them different cities. I want to be known for like going to the most cities. I think I'm on that path so far.
Gotcha. Okay. And yo, definitely make sure you also support Philly Dom's channel. If you're a subscriber over there, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and drop the link. Again, make sure you go out and you subscribe to Philly Dom also, and make sure you hit, you're doing super chats. You're giving the cash out because it leads to content. This content is not cheap. Yeah. Doing YouTube is not cheap. I think a lot of people they be at like, yo, can you go to this restaurant? Can you go here? Can you go there? And not realizing that that's burning a hole in your pocket. Just doing that.
Yeah. And some places ain't easy to get to. They're not like around the corner. It could be in the same city, but it could be on the other side of the city. Like somebody asked me to go film this beach called Future Beach. Future Beach was freaking like 40 minutes away from where I'm staying to an hour.
How is the taxi cab service out there?
That's pretty cheap. It's cheap. Like $10, $7, $8. It's really cheap.
And they have Uber out there or what?
They have Uber too. Super cheap, dirt cheap.
Okay. So they got Uber. They got taxis. Have you had any experiences out there that you thought was a little bit shaky or questionable per se? Maybe I shouldn't go this way, or maybe a lot of people when they talk about Brazil, they talk about the potential danger and things like that. I'm not sure if that's the area you've been in yet.
Well, I had some problems in Salvador, Bahia. I was recording, they don't like the cameras. It was some drug dealers, and I recorded them. But how would I know you a drug dealer? And we got into a little bit of argument, but we worked the situation out, so everything is cool. I was in Itapuã. That's the name of the little area, but it's Salvador, Bahia.
Gotcha.
One of those beach towns. Yeah, we had got into a big old argument.
Have you ever lost some footage that you wanted and you lost it? I don't know, if lost the camera, lost the footage, it got deleted. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I was with TMI. TMI came to Philadelphia, my city, a couple months back, maybe like 6 months ago. And we was recording so much in West Philadelphia. We had did a good blue piece interview with a female. And we wanted to record something else on one of my cameras, and I grabbed the wrong camera and I deleted the footage. And it was like class A footage. I almost cried.
Damn. Shout out to TMI. I was just out in Sosua, hanging out, talking, chilling, vibing. Very funny guy.
That's his hometown.
This is how I was like, yo, he the man out there, man. He know everybody. Yo, that's Kevin who owned the barbershop and who used to be the manager of this restaurant. He know everybody down there, man.
He know everybody, yo.
Yeah.
TMI know everybody.
Yeah, that's the hometown. That's the hometown. Yeah. Fortunately enough, the only footage I lost was mainly was in Tijuana. Yep. They confiscated my cameras when I went in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever stayed. Have you ever stayed at the hotel before?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey man, I don't know. But if you remember, back in the day, they didn't have metal detectors. Have you been there since they got metal detectors?
Yeah. They got metal detectors now.
Before they didn't have metal detectors. You remember that? You could just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When I got there with all my cameras and stuff like that, and then how they separate you.
Yeah.
They got in my bag, and somebody had tipped them off about my whole YouTube because I was talking on live chat, and they got my cameras and the whole bunch of drama, but I lost footage that way.
Wow.
So if you ever plan on going back there,
I am. I'll be back there.
Make sure you keep your cameras kind of tucked away, or you don't really advertise the fact that you're going there because they definitely watching the YouTube streets and stuff like that. So I lost some of that footage.
That's cool. My cousin Jock Wilkins, he actually recorded inside of Hong Kong. I don't know how he got that one, but he did it with an Osmo. He did.
Yeah,
He got good footage. Good footage. I was like, oh man, how you get this?
those days I think are over now for the most part.
Yeah.
They not playing with no camera shit. They ain't playing with no recording down there in Tijuana these days. Recently,
No, they own it.
It seems like a lot of places are. Does that kind of YouTube scrutiny kind of give you any type of concern for the future of what you want to do? Because a lot of places seem like they're not feeling the whole YouTuber thing.
No, you just got to be more creative. Like glasses, cameras with glasses. With cameras, glass cameras. Like you just got to be more creative. That's all.
Yeah, I was down in in DR, and one of the places I was at, they were talking about, somebody was on the mic, was like, YouTubers stop coming here recording and stop doing this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this YouTube thing is a very, very hot topic. Do you think I did a live with Flip Flop? Do you think YouTubers are messing the game up, or do you think they're helping the Did it help in the travel world or hurting the travel world? What's your thing?
Some countries they helping their country, they're helping the travel world. Other places they messing it up, like a place like Sasua, they messing up the game.
Okay.
Because it's oversaturated of the same content. They doing like the same stuff, the same type of content, and they're showing too much. And they just putting a radar on that place that shouldn't be there. 10, 15 years ago, nobody knew about Sasua. It was doing the same thing, but nobody knew about it.
And again, I'm on that. I don't know. I'm kind of like mixed on it, right? Because so I'm a big like YouTube analytics guy, right?
Okay.
So even with Sosua being what it is and being recorded for what it is, right? You take somewhere like Sosua, people only look that up 325. It was like some months it's 325,000 times a month or 167,000 times a month. Where if you take somewhere like Pattaya in Thailand, it's looked up like 800,000 times with the same type of content. Or you can have somewhere like let me look analytically. And this is kind of how I look at where I want to go on YouTube and what time to post. But let's see. Let's take what's the name of the town you in right now?
Fortaleza.
Brazil. How you spell that again? Let's see.
Oh, that's cool. That's FORT.
Fortaleza, Brazil. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see how many times somebody's looking that up right now. So, Fortaleza, Brazil, people are only looking that up 67,000 times a month.
67,000. Wow. And I'm getting a lot of that traffic now. Wow.
67,000 times. Where if you take Rio, Brazil.
How many people looking that up a month? That'd be interesting.
Let's see. Rio. For some reason it says Generia. What the heck? I'm trying to get to the data.
You should check Sao Paulo too.
Rio people. Come on. It's saying insufficient data for how many times. I think because it's a whole lot. But they say the top ranked views in Rio have an average of 701,000 views.
701,000 views. Wow.
The average top ranked video. So if you can get a top ranking video in Brazil, the average is 701,000.
What about Sao Paulo?
How you spell that? Sao Paulo.
SSOA and then PAULO.
I think I got it. Sao Paulo, Brazil.
That's a major city there.
This shit won't act. It won't give me the data, but the average top ranked view in and San Paulo is only 100,000 views. So
Rio is everything. That's what they told me. Rio is everything.
Fortaleza.
Yeah.
Let's see. I almost see the top ranked video that was. The top ranked video in Fortaleza only gets 3,000 views.
Damn, that's why I'm chopping through this place. Okay. See where any of my videos are ranked on it. Can you see it?
All right, hold on.
I should be ranked in the top. Something made it.
Philly Dom owns 8 of 20 searches. So there you go.
See what I mean? That's why I go to the small towns. See how you control it? You can control it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So there's definitely the concept of being a big fish in a small pond or being a small fish in a big pond, of which one works. And that's why I think people go to both. And that's what I'm trying to social hack that to see what works. So yeah, now that's cool to see. Hey, yo, you got 8 of 20 of the searches. I might go to Fortaleza now. No, I'm messing with you. I only got 4 days. I ain't got time to mess around. I got to get in Rio and get out. Like a bang.
What about San Paulo? See where I rank in San Paulo, because I did a lot of good videos there.
Let's see.
Well, how much searches I got there?
Let's see. San Paulo, Brazil. Let's see. Let me get my program together. Let's see. Shit.
This is interesting. Wow.
Philly Dom, I think you got the 11th most popular video in San Paulo right now.
Wow.
With the number 11 ranked search right now for San Paulo.
Wow. And that's the biggest city in all of South America.
Yeah, man, you're doing your thing, man. You're doing your thing. Yeah. You're doing your thing. That's why I said I want to kind of move around to capture those type of audiences. I got a plan. 2023 is going to be crazy. I got my list right now. Let's see, of the places on this list, which one would you be the most interested in? Let's see.
Let me know.
Let's see. What you think? Let me get this off the man.
Chile.
Okay.
Because brother, nobody goes there. Nobody goes there like that. Chile would be the one.
Okay. You know, right now it's $347 to get from Rio to Chile right now, right?
300 from Rio to Chile.
Yeah.
347. Oh, that might be look like I might go there.
Yeah. I've been looking at that. That's probably how I will do it. But I'm wondering, do I want to give one of my 4 days in Rio up to go? That's the.
Brazil is vicious, yo, and Chile ain't gonna show you Brazil. And it's no Brazil.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to give up? That's the hard part. Like, when you got to get back home, or when you're doing a bunch of shit, it's like, how much are you willing to give up to mess around with YouTube and not be where you really want to be, or you're not sure. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Shout out to J Maul. Dope Money 23. Dan, that boy Keys hit him with the analytics. I'm always looking at analytics. Anybody who know me, they be like, yo, this dude, like, he messed, you talk to TMI, I'm sure. Like, TMI be like, yo, this dude, he know the analytics behind the scenes. I got different I got a bunch of programs on my computer that's just analyzing what people do, what the trends are, what's happening today versus yesterday.
Wow. I mean? Now you got me interested. I'm about to ask you to check the Dominican Republic to see why my videos rank. I know I got one there that's on fire. I got a video still now that's on fire in the Dominican Republic.
Hey, man, you taking the time to hang out with me. I mean, it's all good. I love talking YouTube. This may not be as fun for the viewer per se, but
for us, we understand it. Wow.
What part of Dominican Republic is it?
Let's do Sosua. I should have the #1 video there. I got one that's on fire. Fire.
Sure. Let's see where you ranking.
It should be #1. That video getting 2,000, 3,000 views a day. I'm like, damn, it's the same video.
Where are you ranking? Now, again, you got to remember that even though you're getting views, Sosua, because it's so many people, you kind of pop in and out of the search results. But let's see right now.
I got a video there, almost 500,000.
God damn. It's saying you're not coming up in the top 10 right now, but let's see.
Oh, okay.
So let's see it real quick. So Seward, let's try Seward Beach.
So I give you, it's a nightlife video.
Oh, let's try. So Seward Beach. Let's see what the results are right now.
I can give you the actual the name of the video.
Let's see. So Seward Beach. So nightlife. Philly Dom, Porta Plata, Republic Street Party.
Yeah, that's me.
When it comes to when it comes to social nightlife, you definitely rank in the top 20. Right? As a matter of fact, you rank number 1 for social nightlife when it comes to inside the best club. That's the one that's at 28,000.
Yeah.
You own 2 of the 20 search results right now.
Oh,
you own the most of any YouTuber right now when it comes to social nightlife. You own the top searches in that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
All right, yo. So let's see. Anybody else got any questions for Philly Dom? Anybody got any questions for Philly Dom? He's up here. 66 people still in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We talking YouTube. We talking travel. Anybody got any Brazil questions? Anybody got any travel questions in general?
Brazil, Belize, anything. Because I've been Belize is another place people sleep on. I don't know why they don't go to Belize.
Probably because it's mainly Belize City is probably mainly for girlfriend time. Mostly, that's more of a romantic couple type place. Same thing with Punta Cana. People don't really like, you know what I mean? It's like not with the fellas. You know what I mean? They're like, I guess. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. Yeah. Shout out to your Belize video. I watched that, and then I also watched Passport Heavy. That Belize video I probably watched a lot.
Yeah, he killed that one. That joint was nice. Yeah. He hit all the major spots in Belize. Please, he hit all the major spots.
Where are you staying at in Brazil? That's Fortaleza.
Fortaleza, Brazil.
Yeah, Fortaleza. Mari said I definitely go to Punta Cana with the fellas. No. No. You're gonna be bored out your mind. You go with the fellas. The Punta Cana. So currently right now on YouTube, let's say outside of creating content, let's say for example, let's say you're back in the States and you starting your channel all over again right now from scratch. What would you do differently than what you did at the beginning of your career, the way you started?
Back in the States, I would try to hit more places in the beginning because that gets you a lot of views. Like I'll be in Los Angeles one day, next day San Diego, next day San Francisco, next day Tijuana. I would cover more ground.
Cover more ground early.
That'll get you a lot of views. That'll push your views up, and that'll get you more subscribers.
Gotcha. Demetrius Thomas said, "What's the cheapest place to eat good food in Sosua?"
Oh man, they got the little mom and pop little restaurants there. They're like no name restaurants. They're all over the town. You can get a good meal for like $5-6.
Yeah, I typically eat the same places all the time. Flips, Roombas, stuff like that. Yeah, I eat the same places all the time. I really be scared of like the cheaper
places to eat.
Yeah, I'd be like, trying to have my stomach all messed up and crazy. Ask him about the cost of living in Brazil.
They said it's I'm still learning about it, but this is what they told me. They said if you make more than $700 a month, $720 a month, you're considered wealthy and rich here. So anybody below that is in the poverty level. Anybody under 700, and what I heard, most people are under 700 a month. Like not many people make that much money. They're making like 200, 250, 300, 400 a month per person.
How nerve-wracking is it and like statistically or analytically, trying to pay attention to the analytics of YouTube and kind of waiting on, you know, like the finances to come from YouTube. How nerve wracking is that? Because I'm sure you had to get some yellow dollar signs on some of your videos.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. It almost makes you want to quit sometimes. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating because you never know. Because one thing about YouTube, one month you could be making $5,000, and the next month you can make $1,000. So
You can't bank on it. Sucks.
yeah, you can't bank on it, man. You can't bank on it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, sometimes I'm looking at my analytics, and I'm like, okay, this video should do good, and all out of the blue, it'd be like, we've determined that this video isn't suitable for all audiences, and you know, you go from making a few dollars to nothing just like that. Like that's
like boom, boom.
Yeah, and the fact of, I think that the two nerve-wracking things, I guess, for me would be that and the payment schedule.
Yeah, it's only once a month. Once a month, the 21st of each month.
Yep. And let's say let's say somebody super chatted me today, it's November 28th. I wouldn't see that until January 21st, 2023, because it fell past the 21st of November. So that's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and if it comes on a weekend, you ain't gonna get it until, say, the 21st is on a Saturday. You ain't gonna get it until the 23rd.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Let's see. How do you feel about going out at night?
In the beginning, I was, because it's a new city, I was scared. But then I interviewed a black girl. It's a black female that lives here. Matter of fact, her name is Valletta, but her channel is called Fortaleza in English. She teaches English here, and she teaches online. And she was just telling me, you being black is like security. Like, they don't mess with black people here because most of the crimes that are committed, I like that, black people, wherever we at, we commit most of the crimes. She said most of the like crazy crimes are committed by black people. So you being black in Brazil, they think you're black, so you're more than likely not the person they're gonna rob or anything like that. And I put our theory to test. I walked in dangerous neighborhoods just to see if I was gonna have any issues. So she might be 100% right about that. They don't bother me. She said, just don't say nothing. Just look like you tough and we'll keep it walking. Ain't nobody gonna bother you.
Yeah.
It could be dangerous. It could be dangerous for tourists, but for black tourists, it should be all right.
Yeah, I say this sometimes too. Like when I go places, knock on wood, I'm not trying to chance my luck, but I'm not really worried about the whole kidnapping thing because that's not a thing that they do to black people as much. It's more of the European look I find that they're like, trying to get some money out of. It's like, hey, you can kidnap me all you want. You ain't getting a dime. So you might as well put me back where you found me. All you're going to do is burn gas. So, sometimes our blackness may be protection, whether or not, we believe it or not.
Philly, it saves you.
Philly, seen you last night, live video. Hook up with Backpack Val. He a master in dance. So Backpack Val, he definitely be dancing. I guess she was in the video.
Shout out to Backpack.
What's Brazil like during Carnival?
I'm about to find out. I'll be in the one in Salvador Bahia, and it's in February. I'm gonna go to their carnival. I'll let you guys know. But they say it's the best carnival in the world. They say the carnivals here, the one in Rio and the one in Salvador Bahia, are the top best carnivals in the world.
I was definitely debating on going to Carnival in Colombia or Rio, like because the option was to go to Carnival in Rio in February, but I was like, I hear so many mixed things. It's expensive. It's a lot of people, and then once I saw that cheap flight for January, I was like, forget it. So I might go to Super Bowl in Sosua. Who knows? And that's right. Huh?
You should go to Super Bowl in Sosua. That's a big time event.
Yeah, for sure. That's what everybody says. Damn, it takes almost a month for you guys to get a super chat. YouTube gets a cut, correct? Yep. YouTube takes.
Yeah,
I think it's 40%.
30% or 40% of it. Yeah,
like 40%.
That's why it's better to give us cash apps. That's why I always push Cash App or PayPal because
Yeah.
you get a lot more.
Yeah, you get it right then and there. But again, however, subscribers want to give it, I mean, I just got to wait on it, I guess. But obviously, Cash App is definitely a lot better. So, shout out to all the subscribers. They do give Cash Apps and Super Chats anyway, just like the States. Just like the States. Any, what would be like what YouTube would you like? Any YouTubers out there that you still haven't got a chance to collaborate with that you think would be that you want to that you're looking forward to, or that you think would be cool? Like right now, you got a chance. You got a chance right now to collaborate with 3 YouTubers right now. Any 3 YouTubers in the travel sector per se. What 3 YouTubers would you pick?
Wada Maya, the one in Africa.
Okay.
You know I'm talking about from Ghana.
Yep.
Okay. So what is it? Kelly Stamps. You always gonna hear me. I really like her. Kelly
okay,
Stamps.
yeah, I gotta check this Kelly Stamps out. I saw a little clip of her just now and I looked her up, but I'm definitely gonna get more into her content today.
And I would like to do what's that person's name, man? I wouldn't mind doing something with Kurt Cass. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the dude from Africa, how you say his name? Kelly Stamps
and Kurt Cass.
Kurt Cass gonna have you in some dangerous situations, man.
Yeah. Philly, let's go in the hood. You're black. Let's see if it works.
yeah. He like, yo, it's the most dangerous part over here. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get a haircut, yo. I was watching some of his content today too. So, but no, that would be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope for sure. That would be cool. That would be cool. Let's see. Let's see. I see it popping up. Kurt Cass is actually African too. Yes, but
yes, yeah,
he's from South Africa. Kind of like one of my favorite YouTubers, Chris Rogers. He's not really a YouTuber. He's a GoPro ambassador, but he makes cool ass videos. Chris Rogers. Both of them are from South Africa. I want to say Indigo Travelers from South Africa too. No, he's from he's from Australia or New Zealand. One of them he's from. I can't remember, but Indigo Traveler definitely does some dope content too. If you weren't doing travel content, what kind of content would you be doing? What you think?
If I wasn't doing travel content, I would do boxing content because I like boxing.
Okay.
And I always watch I watch all the boxing shows, like all the boxing analysts. I mean, the YouTuber boxing analysts.
Gotcha. Like Fight Hype and stuff like that.
All of them. I watch all of them, man.
Okay. If somebody wants to visit Philly, what places would you tell them to go visit? Like they want to see some stuff in Philly. What you gonna tell them?
Oh, that's easy. If they want to go eat, they want to go to Max's. That's in North Philly. That's where Kevin Hart grew up in that area. They got the good cheesesteaks there. They want to see the Franklin Institute with the Rocky Steps. They want to go there. They want to go to South Street. Bunch of restaurants there, bunch of bars, bunch of shops to buy souvenirs and stuff like that. They definitely want to go to Delaware Ave. They got casinos on Delaware Ave now. When I was growing up, they didn't have that. They got casinos there now, so that's a nice little spot to go to. And then if you want to get a little taste of Philadelphia history, Society Hill, or downtown area right there, they have like the statue, not the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bell. I call it the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bell.
I got you.
And other little different things right there. And everybody know that the Constitution was signed in Philadelphia, so it's a lot of history and different things there.
Yeah. I've been to Philadelphia a few times. So the Rocky statue. My ex-girl, she used to go to Temple.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Temple campus, going out there, downtown. I don't know if you ever been out there, like in the summer, where they got the hammocks out there, where you can lay in the hammocks.
Yeah.
Out there, they used to have a graffiti spot by the pier that's called. It used to be called. You know what I'm talking about? It was like graffiti. was it Graffiti Pier? Graffiti Alley is in Baltimore, but it was a pier. It was shut down, but they really shut it down now. And it had nothing but graffiti. Everybody would go over there to take pictures and shit like that. I can't think of the name of it. But we would go there. There's a few spots. Temple, Rocky statue. Obviously trying some cheesesteaks, which between Pat's and Geno's, that whole cheese whiz thing is a little weird. I gotta try another place. Another place.
Go to Max's. Go to Max's or Magano's. Max's or Magano's.
Gotcha. It's a donut place I've been saying I wanted to go to out there. Because I like pastries and shit.
Okay.
Called it has like a chicken or a rooster or some shit as the logo. Liberty Donuts. No, it's called something. Fuck, I can't think of the name of it, but it's a donut shop there. But I plan on going back to Philly again sometime in the spring and just doing some shooting some stuff out there. I normally get the city pass where you can do a bunch of stuff like during the day.
That's what's up, man. Philly's a cool, dangerous city. A very cool, dangerous city.
Yeah. I like Philly. Like it's cool. Like a little date spot. You know what I mean? A little like, hey, let's get away, but not really get away. Philly is definitely cool for that. It's been a minute since I've been up there though. But yeah, for sure. Let's see. Damn, I just looked up the Kelly chick. She a baddie for real. J Maul, shout out to Blue Buzz Sports. So now you got the homies in the chat checking out the girl, Kelly Stamps.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind doing one with what's her name? What's that other chick, man? She's in where's she at? She's in Pakistan or Afghanistan right now. I don't know how she even got there. What's her name? Oh, Mary Jane. You know what that is, right?
Nah.
Maybe look her up. Yeah, Mary Jane.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you. I watch YouTube a lot, and I don't know how. Like I watch a lot of chicks. I feel like the chicks, they do vlogging on another level. They be having all the plugins and sounds and they be having everything. Like, check out my outfit. Check out this. I'm here. Me and the girls. We having a drink. I be like, God, yo, how much editing going in them videos?
A lot.
So so I need to check her. I need to check some of these people out. On one of your videos that mentioned the price of breakfast was like $20 or lunch was like $20. Why is the food so much there in Sosua?
Because they put a price in for gringos. Because the Dominicans don't pay that. The Haitians there don't pay that. They put a price in for Americans and Europeans and Canadians and Australian, whoever else, the gringo price.
Yeah, especially when you convert your money anyway, whatever the price say on the bill, it don't even seem like it's real money. You know what I mean? It's very easy. You know, a lot of people make that confusion when they go to Dominican Republic, especially Sosua, thinking that everything is going to be cheap, and you see 700 pesos on the menu, and you like, okay, I just converted my money. I got 20,000 pesos. You're not even paying attention to the little 700 pesos, but actually, for example, take wings and waffles, for example. I really like wings and waffles, really good. But I want to say each waffle is like $8. You know what I mean? Like if you was in the States, you know what I mean? You was at a place to get something to eat. Like, how much is the waffle? $8. You would probably walk out. But since you on vacation, you like, hey, you're not even paying attention. 700, 800 pesos, sometimes for a breakfast, then you tip 200 before you know it, it's a $20 breakfast and you didn't really even pay attention.
Yeah, it's expensive, man. It's expensive, and Sosua is expensive. That's one thing I can tell you. Like, if you go to Santo Domingo, it's a lot cheaper because you'll get the local prices, but it's no local price in Sosua for foreigners. They just get burnt everywhere they go. They're gonna spend a high dollar.
Yeah, like I say, gotta have your money together. When you're trying to travel and have it figured out and really be paying attention to these dollars because they go quick. You know what I mean? They go quick. What's the most amount of money you spent in 1 day traveling, Philly. She a traveling vlogger. Most amount of money you spend 1 day. Yo,
Like
Keys,
two
number
two or
one.
$3,000 on some stupid stuff. The
Hold on,
most
hold
I
on.
ever did, two or three
Two or
thousand in
three
one.
thousand dollars, American dollars,
Yeah,
in 1 day
2 or 3 thousand. Yeah,
while traveling.
yeah. Just did goofy stuff one time.
God damn, yo.
I think I was in the Dominican Republic. I think the DR. I think it was the DR. I think it was the DR. It was the DR.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Uh what? Plus you eating at all the popular places, so soon it will be higher versus mom and pop places that Philly is talking about. Absolutely. I like I said, I ain't complaining. You know what I mean? I know what I'm getting into when I go on vacation. A lot of people say, yo, go to the grocery store and cook something. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm going on vacation and I'm
Cook.
wasting time cooking
You're
and
cooking
washing
at
dishes.
it.
Especially the hotel I might be staying at might not even have a kitchen. You know what I mean? Don't have a pot.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of having an Airbnb where you got everything you need. You know, once you're trying to cook something, you realize I ain't got the seasoning, I ain't got the butter, I ain't got the syrup, I ain't got this. You're like, nah, let me just go out and get something. J Morg, and the taxes in DR like 23%. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yo, it'd be a lot of things in the bill, like the tip is included, the tax. Before you know it, the bill is definitely high.
Yeah, you'll spend a lot in the Dominican Republic.
Kelly Stamps and Mary Jane, they looking good, almost like sisters. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check these sisters out, man. See what's happening over here on these YouTube streets. 100%, 100%. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I had any more questions in the clip that I might have missed or I didn't get to.
No problem. No problem.
Let's see. We talked about the hardest time. Let's see. Got a bunch of notes in my phone. How do you pick so is every time you film a video? I know you just said it's a lot of times it's spontaneous.
Mhm.
Do you ever have like times where like you kind of can pre-plan though too, like where you pre-plan like, hey, I know I want to make these types of videos when I'm here. Is
If
anytime
I,
you do?
yeah, if I'm like interviewing somebody or something like that, I already know what I'm going to ask them. Like I write the questions out and I memorize them in my head, or keep a little cheat sheet and I'll ask them questions. I did that like when I interviewed the girl from Fortaleza. I don't know if you saw the interviews I did. I did a whole bunch of interviews with a sister from Alabama in Fortaleza, and the interview was so good because I already knew what I was going to ask her. I already knew. I planned it out. I scripted it out already. She didn't know that, but when I asked her, I already knew where I was going to go with the questions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you definitely try to make sure that you're definitely prepared for the conversation and prepared for videos. Like for me, before I go on vacation, I got like a shot list of things I know I want to film for B-roll, or I know like I want to make these types of videos, and then the rest I just kind of let happen. I kind of let happen. So I was just wondering about the creative process. Like I'm always interested in seeing like because you watch something on YouTube and you like I wonder how they came up with crafting this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
sometimes I do B roll. I know like if I'm gonna do a walk and talk video, and I'm like, all right, I need to get a shot of this statue. I need to get a shot of a girl walking around or a guy walking around, or let me try to get them in their normal life, how they act or how they do things or how they eat, or I do that too. I,
so so to compose, let's say a 20-minute video or 30-minute video, how much? Well, let's say I don't know, a series of videos. Let's say a series of 3 to 5 videos in a spot. How much are you filming to get that 20 minutes per video, 30 minutes per video? How much footage are you actually taking?
I would say an hour to 2 hours of footage,
Okay.
just so you.
And is that filming for 1 or 2 hours, or is that filming all day and condense it.
Filming all day and then condensing it in.
Okay. So let's say on an average day you go out to film. Let's say it's your first day somewhere. You going out to film. You starting out in the morning. You probably how many hours would you say you would be out filming? Like 8 hours, 10 hours, 4 hours,
Four,
four.
about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, 3 to 4 hours, just walking around. So a lot of times I'm talking to YouTube. I'm talking to people about YouTube. I think one of the most hardest things for people to start doing is showing their face on camera. How did you get used to talking to the camera and just walking around with the camera and talking to the camera? How'd you get used to that?
I mean, it's like anything you do in life. You just keep practicing. So in the beginning, you're not going to be comfortable with it at all, but you just keep doing it. You keep doing it, and then eventually you get comfortable with it. And then after a while, you don't even realize it's there half of the time. You know it's there, but it don't even bother you.
Yeah, facts.
But it takes a while. It's not an easy. That's not that in itself is an easy. It's not even an easy task for to be in front of cameras because you want to make it.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely one of the things. I'm like, if I can get a couple sentences out, at first, that's how it was. If I can get a couple sentences and then film some other stuff, then I'll be good to go. That's how my first couple videos was. But now just doing it more and more, you like forget it. They ain't gonna pay my bills. I got to do what I got to do. Let me just go out there and forget it. You know what I mean? And just do it. Get it done. Hey, I'm sorry. I tried to get that late night thirst for y'all. I know that's somebody else's thing. I don't know why y'all tried to bring that to my channel. That's somebody else's thing. Shout out to them. That it's hard to do. It's hard to get chicks on camera talking with limited language experience for sure. But I got
really
y'all. The next place I go to, I'm gonna give it another whirl. Luxury shopping is at a premium for U.S. travelers in Euro, low Euro and VAT refund. Luxury shopping is at a premium for U.S. travelers in Euro. I don't know what you 100% mean by that. It's okay. You're not the only innocent subscriber. Stop it, man. Philly Dom's Belize videos were too lit. One of my favorites.
Yeah, them joints is lit. They are lit.
That's the second person that came in the chat and said something about the Belize videos versus, like you say, you speak a lot about the Haiti videos, but then again, somebody like, nah, it was the Belize joints for me. You know what I mean? So
I could tell you one of them to put in right now. You'd be on the floor. Yo, they be wilding out in Belize.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure. Mary Jane, I remember seeing her video catching a bus ride from New York to Cali. Fire. Yeah, let me look at this Mary Jane real quick. So it's in my search before I forget. Mary Jane.
Or Brahmin or something. What's her last name? Brahmin.
Oh, she that's the chick that's in Afghanistan right now.
Yeah, that's her. I'll be watching all her videos. She's from Jersey. She's from New Jerusalem. She's from like Williamsboro or Cherry Hill, right across the bridge from Philly.
Egypt travel nightmare. Why I'll never go back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out, man. I'm gonna have to check her out. Turning 25 in Dubai, living in Dubai. Okay, all right, okay. I'm gonna check her out. I'm gonna check her out.
She loves talking with the camera. Oh man, she'll talk your head off. She be talking, bro. That camera don't move off her face.
I mean, hey, everybody gotta have their own style of YouTube. What you think might work may not work. And then some. Was there anything that was there any video that you filmed that you thought like this is gonna be the one, and it turned out not to be the one?
Well, a couple of times, man. It's so much more than I can remember. A couple of times. You're like, this is the one. This is the head. This is the blueprint right here. Nope.
That's happened to me a few times now. Yeah, for sure. I thought this Day in Sosua video was gonna be the biggest Sosua video of all time. I just knew it. I said, yo, this is the best video I ever seen in Sosua. I swore I felt like that. I even titled it the best Sosua video.
It ain't do nothing. Oh man.
Yeah, I think even today it's at, you know, the weird thing, even though it didn't do what I wanted it to do, like numbers wise, people like, yo, that's one of my favorite videos. It's at 9.5 thousand. I thought it was the best video in so I still personally, just because I'm a creator, still think it's one of the best
video.
ever. But I at the time I never saw per se anything like it. Dom, I'm gonna start watching your vids. You if you keep the brim on your eyebrows, you gotta pull the. They saying you gotta pull the cap up some. I
Oh, okay.
Hey, yeah, you can't make subscribers happy, man. Shout out to the Philly Dom merch. Talk a little bit about expansion beyond YouTube revenue and what's the future. I know you just launched the merch. It's looking good. I saw it. I think 2 days ago. I saw it. You got the pillows. Talk about expanding beyond YouTube financially.
I'm gonna try to, use some of this YouTube money to do some kind of investments, but my heart is with like charity work, helping people. So maybe I'll start a nonprofit in a couple years. Something to help like probably the people of Haiti, because that's where my heart is at. Something to help them or help homeless people in the States. Something that can make some kind of impact. I'm still tweaking and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that.
Gotcha. And somebody pointed this out. They said the Haitian brothers on YouTube are killing it right now because it's quite a few.
Check viewers. Check Ace Live, me. It's who else? It's a couple of it. Oh, you might know who else? Pudo, Pudo.
Yeah,
Pudo TV. He's Haitian. It's a couple of us. He's another Haitian brother, and he's in Brazil right now as we speak.
Shout out to the Haitian people doing their thing. Shout out to my boy Backpack. He's up and coming right now, trying to navigate through the YouTube streets. He's Haitian, so I got a lot of respect for the Haitian brothers out there trying to make it work. Y'all definitely killing the game, man. Y'all definitely killing the game. Finger's Haitian.
Yup, finger. That's my boy.
Haitian. Yep. That's a lot of. When somebody said it one time on the chat, I was like, God damn, yeah, it is. The Haitian dudes that they killing. I'm gonna have to get the DC dudes and the Maryland dudes together. We have to wrangle it up and take over this YouTube space a little bit because we can't have we gotta get our mark in there. So I'm getting ready to close this thing out. You got anything else you want to tell the people? Shout out to all the people that came for this live chat. We've been rocking out for almost 3 hours. It was definitely a good conversation. I appreciate you a whole lot. Hopefully when I'm in Rio, I get a chance to link up with you. I got a goal for where I want to be by the time I hit Rio. Rio is in almost basically another 2 months. I'm hoping to have, let's say we just hit 7 today. I'm hoping to at least have 8,500 subs, 9,000 subs. Maybe cresting over that 10,000 would be nice, but we'll see.
Let's do a video. We'll set up a video in a couple weeks, and you come on my channel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we'll promote it, and I'll interview you and ask you some questions about your YouTube journey and everything. That's to grab a couple of subscribers for you, just a couple.
Hey, I appreciate every single subscriber I get. Like I said, when I started this YouTube journey, I started and I was like, please, can I possibly get to 1,000 in the first year? That's what I'm like, if I could just get to 1,000, I would be so happy. And then we almost did, we were right under 7,000 for the first year. I remember starting like it was yesterday. Hold on, matter of fact, here's a video right here. Hold on.
November 5th, 7 subscribers, my first video. Let's get it. Let's see what a year from now look like.
Yeah, I filmed every little part of my journey. November 5th, 2021, 7 subscribers. The next day after I dropped my first video, let's see what it's doing. I had 7 subscribers. My homeboy, you know what I mean? My mother, you know what I mean? That's all I had. 7 subscribers, a year ago. And now we sitting at 7,000, which is 100% a blessing. So yeah, if you'll have me on the channel, man, I appreciate it. You know what I
No
mean?
problem. Yeah,
For
I have you on
sure.
there.
So yeah, definitely y'all make sure y'all click the link, subscribe to Philly Don. We definitely appreciate him for stopping by. You got any last words for the people?
If you ain't got your passport, get your passport. You need to travel, step outside of the box, do something different that you ain't never did before in life, because life is too short. You never know how long you got left on this earth. So you might as well take full advantage of it. Traveling is, I don't know, man. Traveling it teach you stuff. It can shape your mind and make you want to maybe change your career path. Because sometimes a lot of us are doing jobs and different things that we don't want to do. But sometimes you got to step out the box and see something different to make decisions to do something different. So make
Right.
sure you get your passport and go. Instead of going to Florida, I remember when we was a kid, we used to go to Florida all the time. We thought that was a big trip, Disney World or something like that. Go to Colombia, go to Thailand, go to, I don't, you don't even have to go to them countries. You can go to Jamaica, you can go to Puerto Rico, whatever makes your heart happy. You can go to a European country, but definitely I would tell you, whatever country you from, definitely go somewhere else to another country and visit.
Go to another. No, yeah. I definitely stress the use of passports. Making sure you get your passport, you keep your passport, saving as much as you can, traveling, seeing the world. It will open your experience up. Definitely don't be afraid to go. You know, if you can't afford or you don't have the time off to go 7 days, go 3 or 4 days, come back, do it again. That way you can at least see something. I find a lot of people don't end up going anywhere because they outthink themselves or talk themselves out of it. You know what I mean? Uh,
It's
they'll be like,
dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. That's what they
yep,
always say. Oh, everything is dangerous.
it's dangerous, or how much fun could I possibly have over there? Or I'm doing good in the States already, or it's so many different things that why people don't travel. Uh, so yeah, get your dollars up, as Mr. Dawkins said.
Mr. Dakish, yeah, get your
Thank you.
dollars up. Shout
Get
out
your
to
dollars
Dakish,
up
yeah.
and travel the world. Have a good time. Let's see. Shiny said, "Great interview." So yeah, if that's it, man, salute to you, Philly, and we'll catch you the next time. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. We'll talk later.
All right, bro. Shout out to Philly Dom. Like I said, definitely want to do more of those interviews creatively. Hopefully, the people in the chat got to hear some gems and got to hear some things that they want to do, whether it's to be a traveler or a YouTuber. I think it's definitely important for brothers to connect, brothers to really hear different perspectives, brothers to see different things that I may not be able to provide as a YouTuber. Maybe somebody else has. So if y'all got any other YouTubers in mind that y'all want to see on the channel, I mean, I ain't got no ego about it. I'll definitely reach out to them, see if they'll do the show. We've had a lot of amazing creators so far come through the chat. We just had Philly Dom. Last chat we had Check and Effect. We've had Rico Toro. We've had Flyboy Way. We have Razor Rays. Razor Rays is constant over here. I appreciate Razor Rays. We've had Mr. Flip Flop. I got an interview with Finger to be done. Just so many different people that I've connected with, creators, TMI, the whole C3, Backpack, J Mog, V Swells, Free Society, the new YouTubers out there. Shout out to my homies, Sin City, D Blake, Charlie B Outside. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. And I definitely plan on doing more videos like this. So it's all good. Let me check, see what other comments we got. Everyone hit that like button and bell. Appreciate Yo Soy Kayla. We had Yo Soy Kayla on here. She's a regular over here. We appreciate her. We always go to her channel. Let's see. Thumbs up before you leave. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Great interview. Appreciate you. Work hard to get them dollars up. Also get that TSA pre-check. It definitely helps for sure. Make sure you get that TSA pre-check. I got it, and it definitely helps save some time. One of the things I do hate is that the pre-check, sometimes the pre-check line ain't even open. Especially in other countries, they don't really be having like pre-check all the time. So you end up standing in line with everybody else. But for the times when you close if you know you're not an on-time person and you kind of rushing around the airport, man, get that pre-check 100%. Thumbs up before you leave. Barber World next, B. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to him. I said something to him one time before on Ray's channel. Yeah, if he got the time, we definitely would love to have him. I think it'll be a great interview also. Yeah, be a great interview also. So I'll reach out to him, see what he says, man. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Don't close this out, my nigga. Hey, yo. Interview Haitian Mario's son that got drugged in Colombia that went viral. We might do it. You know what I mean? We might do it. Like, I don't mind, like I said, you know what I mean? I don't mind interviewing, a lot of people. You know what I mean? For me, I definitely want to interview the creators. But I'll interview him too. You know what I mean? Like if it brings interest and people want to see it, let's do it. Let's do it. This is a channel. The channel you got to put what the people want to see. It ain't all about what I want to see. It's about the people. Interview Big Super. Yeah, I feel like we get a Big Super interview all the time, every night. Yeah, I could definitely count that wouldn't be a monetized show 100%. Shout out to people. Fire vid, remember, stay sucker free. Always stay sucker free. Have a good time. Travel. Do what you want to do. And from In the Streets with Keys on to everybody else, I'm out. Peace.